Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. We had postseason baseball last night out in Seattle between the Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. After taking the first two games of the series in Toronto, the Mariners were looking to go up 3-0 at home. However, the Blue Jays had other plans, homering 5 times in the game and beat the M's 13-4. The Cincinnati Bengals are featured on Thursday Night Football tonight as they are hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cincinnati star wideout Jamar Chase says they need to get out to a fast start.
I mean, that's the biggest part of our game basically this whole year. Coming out second half and dominating is not really what we want to do. Of course, we want to do that, but we also want to do the first half also. And obviously, that's the objective, to make that count and get up some points so we don't have to finish as hard in the second half.
This update was sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy lower rates than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with the Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card.
Good morning, Columbus.
Joe, that ain't good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wake up! Stop this boy!
Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis, pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Did it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. Good morning. Go to hell. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Hello, Tyvis.
Hello, Mr. T-Bone.
Oh, Mr. T-Bone today.
Mr. Potato Head.
What did I? That's what they call my father.
Mr.
I'm just Bone.
Would you rather Mr. Potato Head?
That's fine. That's a underrated skill right there. Change your look. You thought Face Off the movie was great. Imagine just living as Face Off, Mr. Potato Head. That guy could change anything. Change all his body parts.
Every time I think about, like, when somebody says Mr., I think about Lion King, where he goes, "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? They call me Mr. Pig."
Yes.
That's what I think about.
That seems like, though, wasn't that a reference to, what's the Joe Pesci? Is that the, you talking? No, wait, was that, what am I? No. Joe Pesci's the clown thing from Goodfellas. I'm all confused. Who cares? Anyway, the point is,
thing.
also going back to, what am I, a clown? Do I amuse you? I make you laugh?
Tickle me.
Funny?
Tickles me.
Going back to the Mr. Potato Head thing, is there really a difference between Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head if you really think about it? They could just change anything.
I don't think people realize how progressive Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head were.
Right.
The original they-them couple. Why not? Let's go. Anything, anytime. I'm good with it.
Right.
I support it.
That's my point.
Listen, I am an ally for the Potato Head family. Whatever, whenever. I'm with you. I have your back. Potato Heads, I'm with you. Yes, this is a model for life we could all get behind.
Sure,
it's fine.
Those groups of people don't want to be referred to as potato heads. But
No. I'm not. I'm saying, I'm saying, to be clear, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, whatever you want to be called, I'm with you, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm saying that is something we could all learn from. Children could learn from. Very good stuff there. So we have a lot to get to today. I have Jackets tickets to give you at 6:30. Not all of you, one of you. Depending on what we have you do. Tyvis may pick a number. I don't know. We may come up with some other thing, but we're going to do that at 6:30. We'll give those away. 7:30, we will talk to Dean Evason, head coach. We check in with him every single week during Jackets season. Jackets have a big game tonight, taking on the Colorado Avalanche. Guy by the name of Cam Atkinson is going to be honored because he is signing a one-day contract today with the Blue Jackets to retire as a Blue Jacket and let him live a long career. And Tyvis, a guy that, if you go look up his measurables, I saw an article that the title of it was great. It was Cam Atkinson shouldn't have ever made it in the NFL, or in the NFL there too, in the NHL, I should say.
What is his measurables?
He's tiny guy, but he's quick. But like nothing that you could say was overwhelming.
5'9".
Yeah, like not the biggest guy. I mean, he was quick. I don't think most people would say he was like the fastest guy ever. He was a hustle guy. He was a grit guy. And he's played 13 NHL seasons. So the Blue Jackets are letting him come back, be a part of the organization. He will be honored tonight, as he should be. Drafted in the 6th round. That's not when they select the good players in the NHL draft. I'm just telling you. He defied the odds to get to the NHL. So, we are excited to see him get honored tonight at Nationwide. The tickets I have to give away are for Saturday night, when you will have a bunch of Jackets luminaries coming in to honor the 25th anniversary of the original team. One of those men, Ron Tugnut, goalie from that team, he will join us tomorrow in studio at 8:30. So lots of Jacket stuff here as we get the opening homestand kind of wrapped up on Saturday. But yeah, they need the points tonight. They need to get 2. Got to go out and win this game. Not that it's a must win or anything, but for momentum purposes, just to get the season going on the right foot.
To make you and that dude behind the glass feel better, because y'all are just the most negative people I've ever seen.
Oh, I'm going to be there tonight, hopefully not fuming.
Were you there?
Calm.
Have you caught a game this year already?
There's only one.
This will be the first game that I work this year.
So if they lose, Dylan should never be in the building.
Well, Dylan wasn't there when they lost.
Right.
So if they win this game, then clearly, Dylan, you have to do more work. Because Dylan is the producer for the Jackets radio network. So sometimes, apparently not all the time, because he wasn't there Monday. But I'm just saying, if they win tonight, cancel your plans. Tell the other guy, whoever it is, to get the hell out. Bobby Mack's going to have you come in.
It's Bob McElligot's son who fills in for me, so I don't think he's going to kick his son. Maybe he will for the sake of Blue Jackets.
I don't know. Does Bob McElligott want to win games? Or does he want to just mess around, be a nepotism guy? I don't know. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. I'm saying if you go 1-0 and he's 0-1, changes must be made. I'm sorry. I mean, I support Bobby Mack's son. I'm sure he does a great job.
It comes down to how much people really want to see the Jackets succeed.
That's right.
Will Bob say, you know what, son? Love you to death.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
You got to go.
Well, it's my gig. When he fills in for me is if I have my daughter, because what I'm not going to do is tell my daughter to. I guess maybe I also need to buy in and be like, you know what, Gianna, when I'm there, the Jackets win. So you need to.
You know what I say?
Watch yourself.
Kids.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
No. As a matter of fact, you're a single dad. You're doing good stuff for your daughter. Take your daughter to work with you. That's what I say.
I'm sure she would love that. And by love that, I mean hate that, because she's just a girly girl. She has no interest in sports whatsoever.
That's okay. But
Just
they've got
none.
other things there. Maybe she can fire the cannon. I bet she'd love being in charge of that. Any kid would love to do that.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. Also, I think if you do take her, she has, like, you have to wear a suit. She has to also wear like a little kid suit.
Okay.
I think that would be a good thing.
I have taken her to one game before, and it was kids' night. And, they have all the cool stuff on the concourse. Took her to get her, this is my first hockey game, puck, They played all, kids' songs on the concourse. They had a DJ out there and stuff. And then probably like 5 minutes before the game, we go out there, and they're still warming up. And she's like, when can we go home?
Yeah.
Game hadn't even started yet.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? We need to, out of principle's sake, at least stay for one period.
Yeah.
And that's what I forced her to do. But she complained the whole time.
That's the best thing with having kids. Tyvis, I don't know. Have you taken your kids to like a sporting event yet?
I took my daughter to see the Columbus Fury.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I had a good time.
Yeah. That's the volleyball team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like, did she want to stay the whole time, or after like a little bit, did she go, okay, we could go whenever I'm ready?
No,
or did she stay for the whole thing?
No, they stayed for the whole thing. They did a good job.
That's good.
It was a good time that night.
That's good. See, because with my kids, we always, around the ages that your kids are now, like my youngest is 6, and we don't take her to games, because with the other two, when we would go, it was like same thing. We would get right through like all the pre-game activities. We would get the food. We would sit down with it, and you take like a sip of your drink, and they'd go, when is this over? Can we go home? And it's like, nah.
Yeah.
We just paid hundreds of dollars to sit here and watch what now is apparently 2.5 hours of a waste of your time. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want to see this, but they apparently don't. So,
Well,
yeah.
I've learned that with my youngest, the 3-year-old, she gives you about 90 minutes before she starts getting antsy.
That's the threshold for G, too.
90 minutes.
I took her to her only concert she's ever been to is Kids Bop, and it was 90 minutes long, and I was like, this is perfect.
Oh, they've got that dialed
Yes,
in.
for
I'm
sure.
sure
They
the
know what
Kids
they're
Bop
doing.
people knew exactly what that was.
Whoa, Kids Bop got a concert?
Yeah, they're at the State Fair every year.
And I'm sure it sells
out.
I'm sure it sells out in minutes.
When they play their version of Dance Monkey, the kids go crazy. It's like their version of crack. Like they are hooked on Dance Monkey, the Kids Bop edition. Also, if you want to ruin any song for yourself, Google and see if there's a Kids Bop version of it, and then listen to it, and then you'll hate yourself for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it's especially fun when they take songs that have lyrics that are not kid appropriate and they change them. That's one. It's like the What was the thing they used to do with? I think it was Die Hard. Whenever that would be on TV, or like an R-rated action movie.
And they would say
like
the words.
They would say like something. It was like Mother Falcon or something. Is what they would change it to. That's more or less what they have to do with Kids Bop. Is they got to change it to something that kids can sing and not get in trouble, or obviously
that's
be corrupted.
Now that you say that, it does make sense because on Friday After Next, there's a scene on the regular version where the guy Pinky hits this dude, right? And he gets out and he talks to his driver and he says something. He's talking to his driver about, I told you I was gonna fire you the next time you hit somebody. And the driver said, I don't recall that. And he said, when you hit that dude with the bleep walk, right? But on the TV version, they say freaky, freaky walk. So every time I hear it, I always say freaky, freaky walk.
Yes. Like my favorite version of a Kids Bop song is Cake by the Ocean. For some reason, there's a Kids Bop version to that song, and I'm like,
is there really?
I don't think this should be a thing.
Well,
Cake by the Ocean.
Will there be a Kids Bop version of the song "Wood" by Taylor Swift?
You know what? No. You know what? No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I want to say no, but I would only be like 60% sure that the answer is
There's no way that
they do some crazy stuff, guys. Just during the break, just Google some Kids Bop versions.
What's
of
the
songs, and they're not necessary.
What's the The Weeknd has that song that like was super popular, and it's all like
Blinded by the Light.
Maybe no, I don't know if it was that one or not.
How'd it go?
I can't remember.
Save your tears for another day.
No, I can't remember. There was one though that was like super popular, and it's all about like him just partying with cocaine. And I feel like they made that one into a Kids Bop.
I can't feel my face.
Yes, right. Which is a great song. But then it's like, yes, because it's all about using cocaine.
Yes, and there probably is a Kids Bop version. You're absolutely right.
There is 1,000% a Kids Bop version of that.
It was too popular. They couldn't have not made that song. And it's like, I guess.
Kids Bop. Really what they're doing is getting our children into sex and drugs.
Yeah.
Early on.
Early on. That's bad. Yeah, actually, that's right. Kids Bop may be a grooming operation. We need to shut it down.
Well, you would have to hear the lyrics on the Kids Bop version.
Like, it does. I mean, I know, but if you are like, I like this song. Oh, here's the real one.
Right.
And then they listen to it.
It's a gateway drug, essentially.
Yeah. Don't let your kids listen to any of that. That's Kids Bop evil. That's what I say. Should Ohio high schoolers get to do NIL deals like college football players do? We will discuss it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. No issues to report on this Thursday morning commute here for folks in Plain City. If you're heading towards Dublin, 33 eastbound's looking fantastic, especially closer to that 270 northbound direction over by Dublin. Lastly, for folks taking that northbound direction, maybe heading to 71 north, 670 to 270 will only take you 8 minutes on this Thursday for your commute there. Looking fantastic. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Carpenter here. Are you feeling low energy? Trouble focusing, less interest in the things you used to enjoy? How about this? Less strength. It could be low testosterone. Affinity Whole Health is offering free labs to check your testosterone levels. These labs, they're normally $99, but in the month of October, they are free. Sign up now at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Learn why I and thousands of other men trust the experts at Affinity Whole Health. Go to feelgreatcolumbus.com and feel like yourself again.
Newman Roofing, as part of its 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to recognize individuals who have made an impact for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Caden Cox. Caden made history as the first person born with Down syndrome to play and score in a college football game. His remarkable journey was featured on ESPN's College Game Day, and his football memorabilia is proudly displayed in the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to join forces with 10 TV and The Fan in celebrating our ongoing commitment to the community.
Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival returns May 14th through 17th, 2026. The Black Parade is coming to Columbus with My Chemical Romance. And just announced, Bring Me the Horizon.
Every sky will build my friend.
Over 40 fans announced so far, with nearly 100 more coming soon. Get your early bird passes now. Sonic Temple, May 14th through 17th in Columbus, Ohio. Secure your pass for only $1 down at SonicTempleFestival.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. Columbus, October is here, and with good weather comes more home improvement projects. Do you have old, stuck, or cracked windows that you've been putting off replacing? Well, Window Nation Columbus can help. This month, when you buy 2 windows, you'll get 2 more for free. There's no limit to how many windows you replace, and your total price includes 1-day installation. With Window Nation, you also won't have to make any payments for 2 years, which is a big deal with the holiday season coming up. And did I mention you could celebrate your newly upgraded home with 2 free tickets to an upcoming Ohio State football game? What other company in Columbus would thank you for replacing all your windows in your home with a fun experience like that? Put an end to your window problems before this beautiful fall weather ends. Now through October 31st, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free now, plus pay nothing for 2 years with Window Nation, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit windownation.com today to start your free estimate. That's windownation.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
At Giant Eagle, we're working hard to bring more ways to save to every aisle. Because every dollar and every moment counts. At Giant Eagle, we're going for better, so you can bring home the best. Because it matters.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000. 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens with your latest forecast. As we head through this morning, look for cool temperatures out there in the 40s, warming through the 50s and into the 60s this afternoon. We'll see plenty of sunshine for this Thursday. Clear skies tonight, temperatures in the low 40s, some isolated frost possible by early Friday. Cloud cover increases Friday, temperatures still in the 60s, 80s Saturday before storms on Sunday. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
Matty Ice is currently bathing himself in creamy jalapeno dip, and I've officially run out of ways to tease this show. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan. Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Low testosterone causes a host of problems. These include a low sex drive, bad sleep patterns, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain fog, and more. But many men just attribute these symptoms to aging and don't consider that there are medical treatments that can give them back their vigor and vibrancy. Excuse me, that was a big word. If you're feeling like this, it's time for you to treat that low T and change your life.
Wait, did you say vibrancy?
Yeah, I was messing up. I had to catch myself. Okay.
All right, there you go. Vibrancy.
There you go.
We're back. I got you.
Bang.
I'm with you. Yes.
Anyways, thank you, T-Bone. It starts in how do you know you got low T? Well, it starts in your early to mid 30s. Guys lose 2 to 3% of their testosterone production every year. It happens gradually, and before you know it, you just don't feel like the same man that you were in your 20s and 30s. What could you be feeling? Decrease in libido, sex drive, putting on weight, less productive at the gym, poor sleep patterns, sad or depressed. If you're feeling any of these symptoms, then you need to go to tristatemenshealth.com, take their low T quiz on their website. It's a simple 10-question quiz with yes or no answers. Takes literally 2 minutes. After that, you need to schedule a consult consult with Tri-State Men's Health, where they'll do your lab work and have your results within 30 minutes. A licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss your options and make the decision together with your medical team. Cost of the appointment is only $99, which includes a medical consult, TNF test, and if you sign up for testosterone treatments the day of your appointment, your visit is free. There are 6 locations located in Ohio. We have 2 of them in Columbus. One is in Hilliard. The other one's in Westerville. Call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
We, in the break, the chat noticed when we came back, you and I were laughing hysterically because you showed me a video of a guy where the bet was a guy walked up to a dude at a gas station, was like, for $500, could you chug this 20 ounces of Sprite? The guy was like, for $500? Yes. And then he just, like, without even blinking.
It was like a shot. He threw his head back and that whole bottle was gone.
It was gone in like 5 seconds. And the man just lost $500 for nothing.
20 ounces, I feel like, is not that much.
No,
could you imagine losing $500 in like 10 seconds, man?
I don't understand why people are so interested in doing that. Like, why bet that? There's no way that's going well for you. Like, if someone's willing to take that bet.
He's been watching people do it, and they wouldn't, all them bubbles.
Yeah, but this guy was too confident. He didn't say, like, a whole 20 ounce? I don't know. He was like, 20 ounce? Yeah, absolutely. And I guess you could bet on, like, male confidence is sometimes at a very high level.
All he
right?
had to do was stop one time.
We are known for being overconfident, but he didn't stop. $500? I'll tell you what.
And then you showed me a video of a dude drinking the LaCroix and about knocked himself out.
Yeah, some guy tried to chug a LaCroix in his driveway without burping. And then it's gone viral because then he can't burp. He's like, I don't know what to do. And then he tries to run in his garage and he hits his head on his garage door. And
he about knocked himself out.
Laughs ensue. My favorite thing to do on the radio is describe viral videos to people who aren't watching them. It's awesome. So, Ohio high schoolers, should they get NIL deals like college football players do? One player is challenging the rule. I forget how many states it is. I think it's like 6 or 8. I'm not going to say 6 or 7 because that leads to bad things.
I still don't understand that.
There's no need to. It's not for us. It's not for our generation.
But I like you got to be able to relate to the kids.
I mean, I know they do 6, 7, and I know it has to do with a player saying that's how tall he is, and that's about all I know. But who cares? It's taken on a life.
More than I know.
Anyway. However many states, it's not many. Ohio is one of them that does not allow high schoolers to take part in name, image, and likeness.
I think it said it's like 1 of 6, right?
Okay, that's how many it is. Fine. Jasmine Brown, mother of Ohio State wide receiver commit Jameer Brown, who is the top receiver in the 2027 class. She is, through a lawsuit, seeking the OHSAA to allow players to profit off NIL in high school. The lawsuit alleges that his earning power is in excess of $100,000. So she is saying, you are artificially limiting my son from making money, and that's wrong. I don't know how you feel about this, Tyvis, but for me, I would have no problem with high school kids making NIL. And my logic on that is very simple. You got kids who like stream video games and speed run, like Call of Duty or whatever, and they're on Twitch making easily 6 figures, and they're not out of high school. If that's allowed, why is this not allowed? If you were Justin Bieber and you were a mega pop star, one of the best singers in the country at under the age of 18, he was able to go out and make tons of money, millions of dollars before he ever got out of high school. So I don't know why we just artificially limit that for athletes. I get if they don't need to be paid salaries or anything like that, but if someone wants to pay a 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid who's in high school, who's a big-time recruit, a bunch of money to endorse their product, I wouldn't do it, but I'm not in charge of those businesses. That's not my job.
So how I looked at this before was I was not a fan of it. I said that's the opening up a can of worms if you're giving high school kids NIL. Plus, they're under 18. People don't know how to manage money like that. You never know what happened. Taxes is still a thing. They still will have to pay taxes on stuff like that. And I feel like that could lead them down the wrong path. But then I thought to myself, well, if it's only 6 states, so you mean to tell me it was 50 states, so that means 44 states have NIL.
Yeah.
And Washington, D.C.
Just throw that in there. The district. That's right. District of Columbia. There you go.
If 44 states have it, you don't want to be the one state that don't. Like that, because then that makes kids think, well, if I just move to a different state, then I'd have to get it. Now Ohio's losing talent. So at this point, if 44 other states have it, you might as well just go ahead.
And that situation that Tyvis just said with kids leaving, Chris Henry Jr. did it.
Yeah,
for that reason.
Right, yeah. He was in Cincinnati, and he's now in L.A.
Yeah, he's playing somewhere in California, and it was so he could do an NIL deal with some LSU recruit, and it's because he couldn't do it here in Ohio, so he went there and did it. So it's
it's not worth losing people from the state of Ohio for it. Like
here,
and then on top of that, there's so many kids that's been really good in high school that go to college and they don't make it. So if they got a chance to maximize themselves, and it's in high school, and they can get a couple dollars while they're in high school.
Yeah,
that could change their situation. It's not like every kid is rich, like some kids need that, and they can help out in a way. They can make an impact in a way.
Well, and some kids are going to go to college, and then they're like the biggest thing in their town, and they might be able to make some money for their family or whatever, and they're going to go to college and be on the bench for 4 years. Or transfer out a few different places because it's not working out, and they may never make an NIL dollar in college. Or if they do, it's not much, and they may never make any money going to the NFL. So, to me, again, I understand people's slippery slope arguments. I will say the only argument that actually makes sense to me for why you wouldn't do this is not kids can't handle the money. Well, that's not my – so what? Their adults can't handle their money. We don't stop them.
They will get Wesley sniped.
Right. Yes, but also, Mom is involved in this lawsuit. Why would that be any different, right? If my daughter, she's 15, she's in high school, if she does theater stuff, if Broadway Musical came in and was like, we want your daughter to go be on Broadway and we will pay her money, she would do it.
Go ahead.
I'm sure she would do it. There are child actors who get paid. Now, we can talk about that lifestyle and how that can mess you up and all that.
Those Disney kids don't turn out well.
Well, that's another story. But my point is there's no law against them going and making money. Their parents are able to negotiate deals for them. They're able to pay their taxes or whatever they have to do, put it in a trust, pay for their college. The point I'm making is I don't see why sports should be any different than that. The only argument I would hear is if you're talking about competitive balance in high school, because we know down south in Georgia, Texas, other places, and probably some places in Ohio too, there's a stadium down in Georgia. Didn't we talk about that was $60 million they pay for their stadium?
What is it,
Buford High School, I want to say, yeah.
Yeah.
$60 million for a high school stadium. I could understand if you said the reason we're limiting this is because a school like that might have the resources to buy a $3 million high school team that could, physically annihilate smaller schools.
Is NIL legal in Georgia? Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know what the 6
there's
states
44 states that it is.
The states that aren't are Alabama, Indiana, Michigan, Mississippi, Wyoming, and then Ohio. And I guess this is pending a vote.
I'm sure Wyoming has a lot.
You didn't say us right. It's Ohio.
I like how most of those states you read, Indiana, I'm sure has some corn-fed dudes out there, and you've got Michigan, Ohio, obviously have great high school talent. What other states did you say?
Alabama.
Michigan.
Alabama has tons of high school talent.
But you see,
Wyoming? Who needs a law for that? They don't need. There's 2 guys there that could get NIL. What are we talking about?
Indiana, basketball state.
Well, true enough. Right. There's basketball. That's fair. Yeah. And so is Ohio and Michigan.
And Ohio has already lost plenty of basketball talent over this.
100%. That's why all these dudes. That's why I've never understood the argument. You got to get a guy who can recruit Ohio basketball. Why? Because all the guys who are any good go off to play elsewhere. The top 20 guys in most of the high school classes at Ohio State or in the state of Ohio go off to play at IMG or out in Vegas or out in LA. I don't know if it's just for NIL deals or because that's how you get viewed more, right? Even the Cooper Flagg, he played in Maine. Isn't that where he's from? Yeah. And then up until his sophomore year.
He's from Maine?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then he went to, I feel like it was that Montverde Academy. But he won a state title as a sophomore, and then off he went to a bigger place where he could go get more exposure and play against better competition. There's some of that too.
He from Maine?
Yes, he is from Maine.
Who's
he was
from?
They said the whole
I've never
state.
Even heard of somebody being from Maine. Are you serious?
Yes, there's people there.
Tyvis, what do you think the state is? Just a bunch of grizzly bears and moose and flapjacks? Like, there's people that live in that state. They have a government.
I feel like Joe Kim Noah on this. Who wants to go to Maine? I've never heard somebody say, yeah, we're going to go take a trip to Maine.
You know what else we know about Cooper Flag?
What's that?
Certified.
2 minutes away. I've got jacket tickets for you, and we will tell you about Ohio State trying to pillage the Penn State roster. No one has said they're doing this. I'm saying they should. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, folks, we have a new project to talk about, and that is going to be a ramp closure. It's at 270 southbound ramp to 70 in that eastbound direction over on the east side, starting tonight, 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. As for the detour, take 270 southbound, then go on to 70 in that westbound direction. Get off at Hamilton Road and then loop back on to 70 in that eastbound direction where you want to go. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greensons.com.
Around here, it's all or nothing. And Toyota has more all-wheel drive choices than anybody. Like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through November 3rd, get a new 25 Highlander or Grand Highlander with 4.75 APR financing. Or you can get 5.75 APR financing on hybrid models with approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day. My sinks gurgled, they barely drained. The toilet overflowed. I plunge all day with no luck. What's wrong with this commode?
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tonight, Jackets, among other things. They are, of course, playing a game. They are going to be going up against the Colorado Avalanche. They are honoring Cam Atkinson, number 13 for the Jackets. He will retire with the Jackets, sign a one-day contract. He will be honored at the game tonight. We have Jackets tickets for Saturday night. So in honor of Cam, caller number 13 right now, 614-821-9710. You will win a pair of tickets to see the Jackets take on the Lightning Saturday in Nationwide Arena. Get your tickets now at bluejackets.com. Also, we will talk to Dean Evason coming up at 7:30. Get his thoughts on the game tonight. Jackets also sent over some nice gifts, as they do. They do that every year for the media. It's really nice. They'll send us like just a thank you for working with them kind of thing. And I believe in years past, I don't know if they still have to, the 10 TV people, I remember, were not allowed to keep the gifts.
Why?
For journalistic integrity.
We don't have that here, though.
No, the radio side? Are you kidding me?
No, I take everything they give me.
I do too. What they sent us this year was like a mug with the 25 logo on it, like the 25th season logo.
That's wild.
And a can of beer to go in. Yeah.
Can't do nothing with it.
Like it.
Can't do nothing with it.
Why? So you can take it.
I'm sure the note was generic, but they take the time out to put your name on there.
It was a handwritten letter.
We got one a few years ago. We got a tumbler, like a 20-ounce,
I got it
put
when
coffee
I was somewhere else down the street.
And it said like property of T-Bone.
Yep.
Like my name embossed on it with the Jackets logo. One of the nicest gifts I've ever received.
But the note said, Dylan.
That's it.
Thank you for all the support. And I was like, dang it, man.
You got a lot of support.
That note made me feel bad. I was like, maybe I need to be more supportive.
No. You need to be honest and real. That is the support they need. That is what this is, loving support. It's like when you have a problem child and you have to send them to their room. Sometimes there's tough love. That's all it is. And that's fine. And they deserve that. And they know that. And it's all good. All right. So I'll let you answer the phones and figure out who's going to win these tickets.
Okay.
But I want to try to get to the bottom of who the Buckeyes should get off of that Penn State roster, Tyvis. And I got a guy for you. How about Chaz Coleman? Defensive end for Penn State.
Okay.
This is a dude, he's a true freshman who I believe was like heavily recruited by Ohio State. And he is 6'4", 220-pound athlete out of high school. But he got to Penn State and bulked up to 246.
Okay.
So he's already put on some weight. You get him in, what's the thing that they call Mickey Marotti? What's the
body by Marotti?
Yeah. Get him in there. I'm just telling you, he already has played well in his freshman year for Penn State.
You think he's leaving?
I think it's up for anyone on that roster who would consider possibly leaving. If you don't think Ohio State is currently scouring and thinking about who they would want from that roster, you're out of your mind.
Let me look at this. So this season, he's got 7 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble. And
that's all right. He's a young guy.
Pretty good.
He's getting there.
I'm about to say, for a freshman, that's not bad at all.
I just know the defensive line, obviously, can always, that's a position where you always want depth. You always want guys. That's a dude I would definitely take a look at. 100%.
You played in 3 games this season.
That's fine. Maybe they're
Florida International, Villanova, and UCLA.
And he could have he could be a redshirt candidate. So you could even have more time with him if you want to.
It could.
Now, if he's good enough, I mean, it won't matter because you go to the league in a couple years if he's that type of player. But either way, I'm just saying that's a guy. If I'm Ohio State, I'm looking at all of it. And doesn't their window open now? Because James Franklin's fired, so they have a transfer window where they're open.
Yeah,
they are open for business. And by the way, guess who has a bye week this week? That's perfect timing. Yes, Ohio State, you've got time to go fly out and meet with recruits. Love it. Let's go. Make it happen. I don't know what's allowed in the transfer portal. I guess you have to put your name in before you're allowed to do that. I'm just saying, portal's open for those Penn State players, and it's time for Ohio State to pillage. Get in there. Take whatever you can.
If Ohio State want to save somebody and come get a ring.
Yeah, come on in. Be a part of a team. What do you want to go?
But the thing is, if you transfer like mid-season, like what is the odds that you actually going to play? Like this kid, if he is taking a red shirt, like he probably won't play this season.
I don't even know. But the idea is that he's already in the building, already learning everything. He gets to be a part of this. And then next year, hit the ground running.
Yeah, I mean,
Boom.
I would agree with that statement. I don't know what our DN situation is going to look like after this season. So I'd agree with you on that. But as far as him like contributing to Ohio State this season, I think that's kind of that ship sailed.
Yeah. I don't know. And I don't know, like, I haven't looked. Maybe he's hurt or something. Maybe that's why he's not playing. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't care. Get him in here. And anybody else they identify on that roster, go for it. Because this is the thing. Penn State has this issue to work through when it comes to figuring out who they're going to get to be their head coach. Yesterday, we talked about this. You have a lot of candidates whose names are coming up who could potentially be in the college football playoff, which means once they get through the end of November, prime hiring-firing season, the candidates you're going to want from some of these schools who may be in playoff position are like, I don't know, let's say that Matt Rule and Nebraska get one of those final Big Ten playoff spots, theoretically. It could happen. If he's their number one guy, he's got to focus on going and doing what he can, but also balancing, I may not, Magic Johnson face, I may not be here for that, like after they do whatever they got to do. Penn State, can they afford to wait on him? And then if he goes on some magical run, maybe he re-falls in love with Nebraska. They fall in love with him and give him even more money. And he says, oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm staying put. That's a reality when you look at some of these guys who are borderline to possible, playoff contending coaches.
The Roulade. He could definitely use this to get more money at Nebraska.
Every one of these guys will. How many contracts has Matt Campbell gets one every 2 years at Iowa State for this, even though his team's crap the bed half the time. I saw his
name.
I had
a friend say that to me. He was like, yeah, Penn State should give Matt Campbell. I said, Matt Campbell had a chance to do that, and he lost in, what was the Big 12 championship? What did he lose in last year?
I think you're right there. I can't remember.
They lost to Arizona State.
That's right.
See, if he would have won that, Matt Campbell's problem is he's been a good coach, but he has not won the big one yet.
But he's doing it at Iowa.
Oh, God.
State.
Oh, God.
So you want him to go to Penn State?
Yeah, that's what's worked.
You see, the thing, I don't know about Matt Campbell is the thing. I don't think anyone really knows. The argument is like, oh, he's doing great things at Penn State. Like a friend of the show, Josh Pate, I heard him talking about this the other day. He basically said Matt Campbell maybe has done better coaching jobs than some national champion winning coaches because of where he's doing it at.
I always feel like that is a bit of cover because no, it is because like that's one of those like in our business in radio, right? If you go out to like market 200 where there's not a lot of competition, there's not a lot of other established radio shows. If you show up there and start doing a good radio show, you can get numbers, you can do a really good thing. And then if you pluck that person and throw them into like New York City's market where there's a billion established shows, there's a lot of high-end talent, that person may thrive or they may suck. It's hard to know. It's a big gamble. And that's what I look at with guys like Matt Campbell, he didn't just spend like 2 years or 3 years at Iowa State. How long has he been there now? It feels like at least 10 or 12 years.
Forever.
Maybe longer.
Been that long.
Oh, it might.
I'm telling you, he's been there for a long time. And I just say, this, according to his college football reference page here, let's see. He has 10 years at Iowa State. He was 5 years at Toledo before that. Yeah, and it feels like every year since he's been there, we've talked about him going to a bigger job, and he's never done it. So
he used to get NFL buzz.
Yes, he did all the time.
But I feel like he kind of missed the boat if he wanted to leave Iowa State, to be honest. I feel like he doesn't get mentioned as much as he used to.
Which is crazy because, his best year at Iowa State was last year when they won 11 games. That's the first time he ever got them over 10 games, which I know that's also the first time like Iowa State as a program, I think, ever got over 10 games.
Yes.
But still, the point is that would have been the year you would think where you'd make that jump. Maybe this is his year, right? Maybe Penn State's the job he wants, but I don't know. I feel like that's going to be an underachieving guy who's going to get to Penn State and be nothing better than James Franklin. Be the same type of guy.
Let me put a bow on this Chaz guy from Penn State.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's how this all started.
Yes.
Ohio State is losing about 4 guys that's in the starting. Kenyatta Jackson, Bo Atkinson, Tywone Malone, Caden Curry. All are seniors.
All can go from the defensive line.
They're all leave. And then you got to think of a guy like K McDonald. He's having such a good year. He's a junior. He might leave. So you might be looking at a whole new defensive line next year. The only person that will probably return is Edric Houston.
Right. So this is a thing that obviously Ohio State knows. Transfer portal is one of those areas. If you go after defensive line talent, like in the regular transfer portal coming up in January, Tyvis, how expensive is a guy who's like a stud defensive end?
Ooh-wee.
Right.
And yesterday's price is not today's price. It only goes up.
Now, I wonder if it's not a little bit easier to convince someone to come over and say, hey, you were already making something at Penn State. We're honoring that. But that situation, it's not like now you're competing with Penn State for these guys. Not yet. You might be in January. But like if you get one of these guys now where their window opens, who's going to be your head coach next year? How do you know that you're going to like that guy? You're going to want to play for that guy? How do you know that guy's going to want you to be on the team? We don't know that stuff. If I'm Ohio State or any other program, that's the message that I'm getting to those players. However you have to do it is you come here, we have a vision for you. We have an established coach. He's not going anywhere. You come here, you can win national championships. Ohio State's one of the few schools where you can say that and be right. Weird story involving a former Buckeye. We will talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and welcome to your Thursday. We are noticing our first crash of the morning, and it's happening in our southeast corner as you're approaching Groveport. It's at 270 eastbound direction, just past 23 and right by Groveport Road. A right lane is currently blocked out there, causing some major backups already this Thursday morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hear those leaves crunching under your feet? Feel that cool nighttime air? It's definitely fall in Ohio. Fall is the perfect time to have the Waterworks Heating and Cooling inspect and tune up your furnace before the cold winter months hit. Just $89 to inspect and protect your family against those wintertime furnace breakdowns. Call 614-232-2222 or visit thewaterworks.com today to schedule your $89 fall furnace inspection and tune-up. Winter is just days away.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Gruball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Bishop and Friends.
I am not a snoozer. I find that the snooze makes me almost more tired. So for me, it's like alarm hits, pop up, let's go.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Cellar.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan. It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. 2 men who both know the value of a good hat.
Your ball!
This is Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Our list topic today coming up at 7:17. We will do the list, and it is top 5 Heisman candidates right now. Tyvis, you were saying your list surprised you with who you ended up with at number 1.
It did.
All right. We'll find out who that is coming up in about a half an hour.
I could see Dylan hating on it, though.
Baker Mayfield? Not eligible. I just want to point out.
You can see me hating on something. I'm not that type of person,
What?
Tyvis.
Yeah.
Ow, I'm not that guy.
You must have woke up a different person today.
Sure. That's it.
You choose violence every day you wake up.
By the way, we did have a couple people asking in the chat about this. We mentioned it yesterday. I am told we will have Sonic Temple tickets next week to give away. So just be here. Stay tuned. When I find out all the details, I will put them on our Twitter page at Bone and Tyvis 971. Go follow that if you haven't. But
that's the headliner, My Chemical Romance.
That's exactly right. And Bring Me the Horizon, I believe, is the other headliner.
Is there any 3-6 Mafia?
Not yet, but they said there's over 100 artists still to be named to the lineup. They already have like 20 or 30 of them out there, and there's still another like 100 to go. So,
well, Dylan,
next week I think is the full lineup release.
Dylan didn't like my Linkin Park stuff, you know.
What's wrong with Linkin Park?
Told me that that's not a moshing thing. It's more of
what song did he send us? I think it was like...
Was that in the end?
Yeah, he sent us in the end, and he was like ready to mosh, and I said, no one moshes to that pop stuff.
In the end is more of their like jump up and down song. It's not their mosh song. They do have a couple that would probably go, but also you get to a festival, there's just people who are like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to push this guy. And then everybody starts pushing and shoving. So you could do that to any song. It kind of happens. But yeah, in the end is more of their jump around and sing song, not their moshy stuff. I would put it that way.
Would you crowd surf, Tyvis? That's a big thing.
Oh, there you go.
Crowd surf on the main stage.
If I lose 20 pounds.
Oh, the people can hold you up, Tyvis.
Oh, people got you, Tyvis. I have seen dudes bigger than you get crowd surfed.
Well, T-Bone showed me a video the other day where guys was swanton bombing into a crowd surfing.
Would you do that? That's called stage diving.
Heck,
that's where you jump off the stage and jump in.
If I know they gonna catch me, yeah, swanton. I Jeff Hardy that thing.
You have the ability to do a flip of that magnitude.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just asking a question. I'm not doubting you.
You don't think I can flip into the crowd?
I did not say that.
Have you ever done? Have you ever flipped in your life?
I can't do a flip.
I can't.
When you say, well, flipping is different because
I can flip a pancake. That's what I can do.
Like flip and landing is totally different than flip and then falling on your back where you're getting caught.
Right. Well, I didn't know if
totally
you ever
different things.
Like, would you do a front flip off like a diving board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you done a front
I was at the pool at my uncle's house this past summer, and I was doing all kind of stuff.
Okay, so the answer is you have done a front flip into a pool?
Yes.
Okay, good. I see. Because I was saying I didn't know if you've actually done it. If you're saying, oh, I would do it, but I never have. That's what I need to know is if you did do it.
Do you think I'm scary or something?
I don't know.
I want to go skydiving. Nicole does it.
Yeah, Nicole
Sharon does. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think there's any need for any type of activities like skydiving.
You don't want to skydive?
Nope.
Oh, I would do it.
What are you scared?
I am. Yes. I am scared.
I would do it,
but
I
gotta live on the edge a couple times.
I am scared to go splat and die. Absolutely.
I don't know if you've ever seen the Disney movie based on a true story called Operation Dumbo Drop, where it's all about Vietnam. They had to deliver an elephant to a village because they accidentally killed their elephant, and they had to get them a new one for it's a whole thing. It was a real story. This actually happened in Vietnam.
Disney?
Well,
I'm sure the killing of the elephant.
The part that I know off
of. Listen. Let me vouch for this movie because what it's about is a bunch of Vietnam vets who they're in a fight or something. Somehow the elephant dies, and they realize this elephant is special to these people, and they said we have to get them a new elephant because if we don't, they won't help us. With like spying or whatever they're trying to do. So they have Ray Liotta in this movie. Dennis Leary is in this movie. These are guys who every movie they've ever been in, it's just F-bomb, R-rated, swearing. They are in a PG Disney movie where they're in Vietnam and they're like, there's gunfire and there's like hairy situations and they're all going like, freaking, wow, yeesh, gully golly. And it's like, it's one of the unintentionally funniest movies ever. But I bring that movie up because they make parachutes big enough to drop tanks and elephants and Jeeps into remote places
so
like that. So I know they got a parachute for me, is what I'm saying. I know I can skydive because I know they make them big enough for me.
In this movie, they put an elephant on a parachute?
They put an elephant in like a crate, and then they parachute him. I don't want to spoil the movie, but that is literally the title of it is Operation Dumbo Drop, because that's what they have to do is drop an elephant into... There's also a scene where they have to put a suppository in the elephant. That one, I didn't need that necessarily, but it is there.
Watts Underground in the chat said he wants to go tornado chasing.
Oh,
I've never heard of it.
Tornado chasing? That's big out like the plains.
To do that.
You've never seen Twisters?
Why would you want to do something?
Or the same people that skydive?
No, that's different. That's different.
You chase them and follow them. They get these big armored vehicles.
This one is like, you're good. Like it's going to be somebody, the dude's going to jump out the plane with you. He going to pull the parachute, and you got another parachute that comes out after a certain point. You're golden in that one. Now, tornado chasing, that's You mean to tell me you going to see the tornado and just keep driving to see what it does? No, I'm not doing that.
But that's for science. You're helping out because they
what if you get sucked into the tornado?
Well, one, they have vehicles that are like super heavy that are made to withstand tornado. I also like how you say tornado. That's a good way to say it. That's my favorite way I've ever heard it said. But yeah, like they have vehicles that are specifically built for this. And they have like measuring devices and stuff so they can get the wind speed.
So you into that? You would do that?
I'd do it once. No. I'm not going to say I wouldn't be scared, but I'd go try it.
I'm going to go find shelter.
No.
The shelter's the vehicle.
Like my brother has a motorcycle. He's like, you want to ride it? I'm like, nope, I'm good. Don't need it. Don't need it. That's how extreme I get when it comes to these activities. I'm not trying to do.
You got to 12 o'clock that thing. You got to pop that wheel in.
Yeah. Okay. Here's what I know. The motorcycle thing has no appeal for me because I've seen too many people who are on their phones while driving, and if I'm in a car and I'm nervous about that, I'll be on one of those things. If they don't see me, it's over. Like that's where it's not because I wouldn't trust myself on it. It's because I wouldn't trust other people.
I love being on the highway or something and see somebody 12 o'clock that thing. I'd be like, ooh.
Oh, I see it. I'm like, and then I instantly like take my foot off the gas and go, all right, good luck. I'm going to stay back here just so I don't get caught up in the debris field if it happens. All right, so we didn't get to the weird story involving a former Buckeye. I'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, we are seeing a lot more drivers on the roads, especially in New Albany, 161 and 62, looking a little bit busy out there. Over in Bryce, 70 westbound heading into the city, pretty slow out there. And lastly, of course, over by Gender Road, 33 westbound approaching the city. Make sure to pack the patience this morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero. Country music's biggest selling superstar, Luke Combs presents My Kinda Saturday Night Tour.
Sounds like my kind of Saturday night.
Luke Combs, live in concert in Columbus, playing at Ohio Stadium, Saturday, April 25th, with special guests Dierks Bentley, Ty Myers, Jake Worthington, and Thelma and James. Register now for the pre-sale at lukecombs.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyears and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Treat yourself to a new ride from Coghlan Kia, Central Ohio's largest volume Kia dealer. Get 0% on a new 25 Kia EV6 or 26 EV9, or get up to $11,000 off MSRP. Get 1.9% on a new 25 Telluride during the Kia Fall Sales Event. Visit CoghlanKia.com.
Coghlan has the car for you.
Based on 2024 retail sales, 0% for 60 months and 1.9% for 48 months equals $1,667 and $2,165 for 1,000 finance through Kia Motor Finance. Not all will qualify. Manufacturer incentives to dealer. Prior sales excluded. Ends 10/31/25.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you're a sports card fan like me, you've got to check out Midwest Cards in the Arena District, right outside Nationwide Arena. These guys are true collectors themselves, and they've built a shop that lets you experience card collecting in a whole new way. They've got sealed boxes, packs, single cards, signed memorabilia, and plenty of TVs in their lounge. Yeah, they have a lounge. And don't forget the card bar, where you can open packs while you have an adult beverage. It's awesome. Stop by Midwest Cards today and tell them T-Bone sent you.
A government shutdown affects everybody. It means missed paychecks for our troops. It means delays for critical services for ordinary Americans. And it disrupts the work Congressman Mike Carey does to deliver results for his constituents. Like voting for the Social Security Fairness Act to get public servants like police, firefighters, and teachers their full Social Security benefits on time and without delay. Mike Carey also voted for a continuing resolution to keep the government open while budget negotiations continue. It passed the House with bipartisan support, but failed to pass the Senate. and the government still shuttered. Congressman Mike Carey urges our senators to put politics aside and reopen our government before innocent Americans are harmed further by the shutdown. To learn more about Congressman Mike Carey's bipartisan efforts to reopen our government, call Congressman Carey's office at 614-927-6902 or visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the office of Mike Carey.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Visit the Good Feet store today. Walk-ins are always welcome. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road at Grove City.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. We have had some good weather over this fall. It's been mostly warm, but sooner or later, it's going to get cold. Maybe you're already starting to feel it in your house because your old drafty windows are letting in that air. Could be the builder grade windows that just came with your house. You thought you were getting great windows. It turns out they weren't as good as you thought. That's where Window Nation can help. This month, you can buy 2 windows and you'll get 2 more for free. There is no limit to how many windows you replace. Plus, your total price includes 1-day installation. Window Nation also has a deal where you don't have to make any payments for 2 years. Is that going to help out with your holiday bills a little bit? I would think so. And above and beyond all that, Window Nation also is giving away tickets to an Ohio State football game when you upgrade your home with Window Nation windows. Free windows, 0 payments for 2 years, all with Window Nation. Go to windownation.com. The estimate is free, the windows are great, and you can get Ohio State tickets. What's not to love? Go to windownation.com today. Once again, that's windownation.com.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. We had postseason baseball last night out in Seattle between the Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. After taking the first 2 games of the series in Toronto, the Mariners were looking to go up 3-0 at home. However, the Blue Jays had other plans, homering 5 times in the game and beat the M's 13-4. The Cincinnati Bengals are featured on Thursday Night Football tonight as they are hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cincinnati star wideout Jamar Chase says they need to get out to a fast start.
I mean, that's the biggest part of our game basically this whole year. Coming out second half and dominating is not really what we want to do. Of course, we want to do that, but we also want to do the first half also. And obviously, that's the objective, to make that count, get up some points so we don't have to finish as hard in the second half.
This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations all month long. Call 844-346-1800.
Tyvis is drinking a protein shake for breakfast. T-Bone is eating a protein donut. Minus the protein. And it's more than one donut. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Dean Evason joins us 7:30. Jackets tonight at home against the Avs. All the coverage right here on The Fan. We have got that going on. Thursday night football is happening between the Bengals and the Steelers. The Icy Hot Bowl, that'll be happening. I teased this last segment and I didn't get to it, so I got to mention it here. Josh Simmons, former Buckeye, now with the Kansas City Chiefs. One of those guys that, like, at the end of every first round, feels like every few years, a good team goes out and just makes a draft pick with, like, pick 30, 31, 32, where you're like, yep, that was good. I can't believe that guy fell to them. I can't believe they did that. Ravens did it with Lamar Jackson many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs did it with Josh Simmons last year, where it's like, oh, man, just go out and get a stud left tackle with a first-round pick right there at the end that nobody else apparently wanted in the first round. You got him, and he's been playing well for them.
Well, it was because he had the injury at Ohio State while he was.
Well, so. I know, exactly. There was
But before that, they said he was one of the top tackles in the draft.
Right. So the Chiefs made a smart move there.
Correct.
So he's been playing for them, playing well. However, Sunday, they played the Lions, and the Chiefs won that game. But before the game, on Sunday, he went from being, full participant in practice, no issues, no injuries, to questionable family issue is what they listed it as on the injury report. And then or a personal issue, I guess is what they had. Then, before the game, he moved from questionable to out, like the day of the game. So, naturally, Chiefs fans had questions. Now, it didn't matter. They ended up winning the game. But Chiefs fans had questions like, what's going on?
Right.
Then, they're off Monday. Tuesday, I guess they had practice. He wasn't there. So yesterday, Andy Reid was asked about that. and he had a very interesting statement. He said to the media, as far as Josh Simmons' situation goes, I'm not going to comment on it today. General Manager Brett Veach is handling everything there, and we'll leave it at that. And that's all he would say about it. A couple of the reporters were like, can you give us a timeline? And he literally looked at them and said, sorry, nothing. Like, I have no further, like, he would not talk about it anymore, which is fine. He's obviously trying to stay to a protocol there they've got with the team. But then Pat Mahomes was talking to the media, and they asked him, hey, what do you know about Josh Simmons? You know, he's not at practice. What can you say? And he said, you know, we've had conversations. I'm going to keep those private. He said, I'm praying for him. And then he quickly added, I pray for all my guys. So I'm praying for all my teammates, but I'm, you know, praying for him too. You know, and so that has led to more speculation from Chiefs fans like, wow, I wonder what's going on here. Obviously, I don't think there's any I don't think there's any there's no conspiracy theory.
Oh, okay.
It does sound like there's some kind of family issue going on there. And it truly sounds like whatever he's dealing with is something that is a pretty serious matter because they don't want to even really talk about it. Andy Reid has been in the league for 1,000,000 years. The fact that he wouldn't just say, oh, yeah, it's a family issue. We wish him the best. We are not worried about him. He'll be back when the time is right. You know, but thoughts and prayers with him and his family or something like that. That would seem like a very easy statement for any coach to say. It is a little odd that he just said, I don't know, the GM's handling that. I've got nothing to say. So that's where people are starting to speculate. But from everything else we've read about it, it seems like it's just some kind of family issue.
You would think, but you just never know. You never know what it is. With the way Andy Reid makes it sounds, it makes it seem like it's something not a family issue. But the way Patrick Mahomes responds makes it seem like it is a family issue.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to speculate to what it is, but let's say it was something as tragic as like losing a family member or something like that. And if it was sudden, you can totally understand all of this.
Correct.
Right. So it could very well be something like that, but I can understand why Chiefs fans have their concerns. It does bring up the bigger question of how much do we need to know as fans? And it's like when it comes to guys' personal lives. And I think that's a very tough call because I don't need to know.
Well, that's when
when I'm watching a player, I don't need to know what's going on in your personal life all the time. But also, people are interested.
On Sunday, people don't really care.
Right.
And them 60 minutes, that's the beauty of the sport. That's the beauty of all sports. When you on that court or that field, whatever's going on in your life just doesn't exist. It's like a scapegoat from reality. That's why everybody enjoys the sport because like I don't care about class or whatever I got
politics
going on.
Or any
none
of
of
the
that
stuff
matters
that keeps
while
people
I'm playing
divided.
this game.
Yeah.
So that's what. So in this situation, as a fan, no, you wouldn't care because you just want to see results. But then if you see somebody's playing bad or like somebody's emotional, like I played with Marquise Goodwin when I was with the 49ers. And Marquise I didn't know this at the time. We're on the sideline. Marquise catches this post, scores a touchdown, and he like gets in the end zone and he's like on his knees, like boo-hoo crying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is he hurt or something? Like, what's wrong with him? And nobody knew anything. So after the game, he ends up putting a post out saying the reason I was emotional is because him and his wife had a kid. They lost the baby.
Oh, my gosh.
And he was playing in the baby's honor. So he was emotional because of that.
Oh.
But like, to my knowledge, even being on the day, I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
So like in that moment, it was like his personal life did affect him in that moment because he was playing for his kid that he just lost.
Yeah. And like I say, I don't think fans have any right to know about that, right? Like that's a deeply personal thing. Whatever's going on with Josh Simmons sounds like it's a pretty deeply personal thing. What I think is interesting is we do, in a way, like this job, ESPN, name the coverage outlet that you prefer to go to, podcasts you listen to. We're all making money off of, and we're all like talking about covering this league that has so much attention on it. The teams and the league itself. What is the NFL? One of their biggest branding models they've ever done is football's family. Football's family. This is family. And it's like, yeah, but it's not. I mean, I understand why they say that. It's good marketing. But the reality is, Tyvis, I know you now as a person because we work together. Mm-hmm. But I knew of you long before that, watching you as a player. But
yeah,
I didn't know your
about
personal life.
My ability to not take angles.
That's right.
Cussing me out.
Yeah, but I also was like, Tyvis Powell, my guy, when you made 2 of the biggest interceptions in Ohio State history. Because at that point, I knew Tyvis Powell, the person on TV who who intercepted passes, made tackles, made plays, who had played for my team. I didn't know Tyvis Powell, the person, who now I know a lot better. And I'm saying that is something that I think a lot of fans, we feel like we know you guys because we watch you on TV.
Yes.
But the reality is
it's different now. I mean, people follow them on social media and all of those things. And you got these streams and players is doing their own podcasts now. So, like, it's more access to them. But the thing is, I think the difference between now and 20, 30 years ago is 20, 30 years ago, like, people knew of Michael Jordan, but they didn't know Michael Jordan. They didn't know the person of Michael Jordan. And I think now these kids lose their role models because they see how they actually are because of what they tweet or what they post on social media and how they talk and those things, to where that didn't exist 30 years ago. So it was like, yeah, I know Mike, but you don't really know Mike behind closed doors, to where now you do know who these guys are behind closed doors because they just show you who they are.
Well, I feel like, and that's something to keep in mind, is a lot of that stuff is marketing, right? Like I said, the football is family thing. That's a marketing thing from the NFL. It's not true. If you were family, you'd know what's going on with, say, Joshua Simmons, right? Or you'd know what's going on with, who is it with the Browns that just retired? Why am I blanking? David Bell, wide receiver who just retired out of nowhere this week. And the note came from an attorney and from the team saying he has an injury that will prevent him from playing football ever again. It happened in an off-season surgery that's not related to the hip surgery he had, because he had a dislocated hip when he played football last year that took him out for the whole season. Then he had a different unrelated surgery, and something with that, it appears, caused him to have some kind of issue that now is going to make him retire from football. Do I have a right to know about that? No, I don't. Same thing with Michael Jordan. Be like Mike was a thing that kids were told. My generation grew up being told, be like Mike. But we didn't know Mike. Be like Mike means stay out gambling till 4 a.m. And I don't think that's the real message. Like, that's what I'm saying, is that marketing that's all it was. It was to sell Gatorade and sell tennis shoes. And that's the reason they made those slogans. The reality is, I don't have a right to know necessarily what Michael Jordan's doing. I don't blame people for wanting to know. I don't blame people for being curious and saying, I care about this player or that player. And what happened? He's my favorite player. I've got his jersey. But there is a line, and you have to be aware of that line, and you have to realize what is marketing and what is real. The reality is, we don't know these players. We shouldn't necessarily have to know these players to enjoy what they do on the field. If a player puts something out there, like if Josh Simmons puts a statement out saying what's going on with him, great. He's welcome to do that. But we don't have any right to know that stuff. And I think sometimes that gets lost in all that marketing of the NFL, that you as a fan deserve to know every little detail of these guys' lives. No, we really don't.
Well, there's a lot of money involved now, so
yeah, it is.
People gamble, so that's why they like. You owe me an explanation.
No, but you know what? You can know, like, hey, this guy's going to miss the game. That's fine. I don't necessarily. Now, if it's an injury or something that was sustained on the football field, I get why that's a little bit more pertinent, because people want to know, is that guy going to get back? But in this case, personal matter, family issue, that's fine. Let it go, and hopefully he gets back. We wish him nothing but the best. Hopefully he comes back and is good to go, especially not just because he's a former Buckeye, but just as a human. The list is coming up next. Top 5 Heisman candidates right now. We will do that when we get back. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good Thursday morning to you. We are still monitoring one crash on the roads throughout the metro, and it's happening in our southeast Columbus area over by Obetz. It's at 270 eastbound direction, just past 23, where a right lane is still blocked this morning. Pretty slow moving as well when it comes to travel times. 23 miles per hour. Once again, 270 in that eastbound direction as you're approaching that 33 intersection. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Timmy Hall and AI Common Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook.
This ain't one of them, Timmy.
It's not the show, it's a spot. All October, we're watching our football team on Saturdays and the tailgate buffet.
Ooh, Mikey likey. Plus, they've got the 3 apps for $12 deal, and you can beat the crowds and reserve a table.
Yes, do that at HollywoodColumbus.com. And we got a special offer this month. Become a new member of our rewards program on the ESPN Penn Play app and get get a $20 dining credit.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Hi, this is Max with Buckeye Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Winter will be here before you know it, and that means it's time to get your heating and plumbing systems maintained. Our True Comfort membership is designed to keep things in tip-top shape. Thank you for letting us keep your home comfortable and plumbing worry-free. And when you need us,
call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Finally, fall is here. The leaves are changing, the air is crisp, and the cooler temperatures are a welcome relief. But as those temperatures continue to drop, it's also a reminder that winter is just around the corner. We know it might feel a little early to start talking about freezing temperatures and snow, but now is the perfect time to make sure your roof is ready. Before the winter weather hits, wouldn't you like the peace of mind that your home is protected? If you're unsure about the condition of your roof or just want to be prepared for the months ahead, call the professionals you can trust at Newman Roofing. With over 30 years in business and 3 generations of Newmans in the roofing industry, we're dedicated to educating you about your roof so you understand exactly what's happening. We believe that an informed homeowner can make the very best decision for their needs. Give us at Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Let Newman Roofing help you prepare for winter the right way.
I used to have a beautiful jump shot, but then I broke my wrist and lost my range of motion. But with QC Kinetics, I got my jump shot back. Hey, it's Tyvis Powell. People just like you are finding lasting relief without steroids, medication, or surgery. You'll see their best orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Ray Tesner. Here's how it works. Your blood contains tiny healing tools. At QC Kinetics, Dr. Tesner and his team get to the root of where your pain stems from. By putting these natural elements to work, your body can revitalize your joints, literally using your own power to heal. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay. It's fast, all natural, and there's no downtime. If your back, knees, or shoulders are keeping you from enjoying life, explore all your options before you agree to more pills or surgery. Call QC Kinetics today and schedule a free consultation with Dr. Tesner and his team. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
With autumn's arrival, ISA-certified arborists recommend that fallen leaves be left alone or mulched to improve plant health. When leaves decay, they transform into organic matter absorbed by the soil to become moisture to trees through their roots, which helps trees weather drought conditions. Leaves are also a natural habitat for butterflies, chipmunks, earthworms, and others, which increases the population of beneficial insects for the next growing season. To learn more about the benefits of autumn leaves, contact an ISA-certified arborist near you by going to trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact Meteorologist Michael Behrens with your latest forecast. As we head through this morning, look for cool temperatures out there in the 40s, warming through the 50s and into the 60s this afternoon. We'll see plenty of sunshine for this Thursday. Clear skies tonight, temperatures in the low 40s, some isolated frost possible by early Friday. Cloud cover increases Friday, temperatures still in the 60s, 80s Saturday before storms on Sunday. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
Matty Ice has a large tattoo on his calf of LeBron eating a lion. I have nothing else to say. Rockman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. All of the hair on their heads is slowly migrating to the lower part of their faces. And tracking. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tomorrow morning, 24 hours from now, we will give away a pair of Blue Jackets tickets. How about that? 7/17. We will give those tickets away for you right here on the Fan. So mark your calendars, put your alarm on. I don't know what you have to do. Be here tomorrow at 7/17. Give away a pair of Jackets tickets for this weekend. Should be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to tonight's game as well. We will talk to Dean Evason about that coming up. And, of course, I got to tell you about this. If you are a man who is dealing with that frustration of feeling tired, sluggish, worn out, well, it's not part of aging. It is part of losing your testosterone. That could be the issue that you're dealing with. And that's why you need to talk to my friends at Columbus Men's Clinic. The thing I love about them is they're not going to go off of vibes. They're not going to go off of things they read on the internet. They're going off of sound science. They are going to have a medical professional work with you, talk to you about what's going on, then get your blood work done because that will show them a lot. And once they get all that information, they'll come back and they will tell you what they think is best to help you with the issues you're dealing with. You don't want to go on an online site where you're just blindly picking a thing that may or may not work for you. You need to go somewhere where you can trust the science, and that's Columbus Men's Clinic. Check them out today, 614-300-7400 or columbusmensclinic.com. I went there, did the consultation. It was a great process, helped me find what I needed. It'll help you find what you need. It's only $99, too. And you can get that set up on columbusmensclinic.com in about 30 seconds. columbusmensclinic.com. Do it today or call them, 614-300-7400. Make that happen. Tyvis, are you excited about watching the Jackets tonight?
I am excited about watching the Jackets.
This Avs team is hot.
Yeah, they're undefeated, and I just learned this Nathan dude. I don't know too many players around the NHL, but that Nathan dude jumps off the page.
Nathan McKinnon is
I'd almost stood up watching the highlight.
Oh, yeah, he's on a heater. Did he have 2 goals last time out?
2 goals.
Yeah,
he got the puck, threw it behind the back, turned around, threw it in with the backhand. I said, "Oh, this was."
I know you're a big fan of Mitch Marner, but I'm going to tell you right now.
No, he ain't never did nothing like this.
Dylan, am I wrong? 32 of 32 teams would say Mitch Marner or Nathan McKinnon. Sorry, Mitch Marner. No thanks.
I would imagine
I would tend to think so. But, yeah, that's Jackets have a tall order tonight. We will talk with Dean Evason coming up in moments about that.
The best, the worst, and sometimes even the dumbest. It's all here on The List.
Sponsored by Midwest Cards. Experience collecting in a whole new way.
All right, so today on the list, Heisman front runners, your top 5 Heisman front runners as it currently stands. Tyvis, you had said before the show, you told me you were surprised with who you came up with.
I am
at number 1. So I want you to go ahead with your Heisman list first. So your top 5.
Number 5 for me, I went with Julian Sang. I think Julian is playing really well. He's playing some good ball. He's got 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, 3 picks on the season. And I think that he's just been growing and getting better week to week. So I got him at number 5. Number 4, I'm going to his primary target, number 4, JJ. JJ got 505 yards, 7 touchdowns, 40 receptions, all while being double and triple teamed in every single game. Number 3, I got Carson Beck. Carson Beck has 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Obviously, they're undefeated. He's played well in some big-time moments. Number 2, I went with Fernando Mendoza. I don't know if I'm just drinking the Kool-Aid off of last week's game, but when you statistically wise, he leads the Big Ten in touchdown passes with 17. He's got 1,400 yards, and he only got 2 picks on the season. So he's doing a really good job, and he's playing well in big games. Not saying that the reason that they won it last week because of him, but it's because he played a solid game. And then number 1, I'm shocked. Because I wouldn't have told you this week 1. I didn't even know who the guy was week 1.
I think we may have. Well, go ahead. You tell me.
I'm going with Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson is my number 1 person right now that's winning the race. 1,600 yards, 16 touchdowns, 1 pick. Obviously, he's played some tremendous ball since the Florida State game, because I thought he was dead in the water. I thought Alabama was dead in the water after week 1, but he's bounced back in a major way, and, man, he's a player.
I like that you have him number 1 because somebody on this show after that week 1 game said, that guy is good. I don't care about the rest of Alabama, but that dude can play. He got let down by his offensive line.
Also said that Bryce Underwood was really good.
Bonafide star.
He did. Hey, you know what? He still may be good, but no, he's not good right now. I'll give you that. Dylan, give me your 5, and then I'll let you know mine.
My list is the same as Tyvis's, just in a different order. I have Jeremiah Smith at 5. obviously the best wide receiver in the country. I have Julian Sand at 4, quarterback, number 1 team in the country. Fernando Mendoza at 3, just got that big win against Oregon. I have Carson Beck at 2. I just think that there's really no resistance for him and for them. So he might just get there just because Miami might run the table in the ACC if he has good numbers to associate with that. And then I have Ty Simpson, number 1. I just think Alabama and Ty Simpson are flying under the radar because they got smacked by Florida State week 1. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, they're not good. Now they're slowly getting back to national prominence, but I still feel like they don't have the regular target on their back that Alabama normally has because of that week 1 loss. So him and Alabama are kind of flying under the radar. His numbers are good. I don't think they're losing again this season. I really don't. And if that's the case and they win the SEC, hands down, it's going to be Ty Simpson for us.
I tend to agree with you that now we could jinx them this weekend because they have a big game with Tennessee, rivalry game, right? Third weekend in October. That's their rival. That's one of their rivals. That's fine. That game, though, is in Tuscaloosa, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is.
Then they've got South Carolina, who has fallen off a cliff. LSU's ranked 10th. They're not the 10th best team in the country. Bama gets them at home.
John Mateer, 14th against Oklahoma.
They get Oklahoma, but they also get that one at home. They play Eastern Illinois in their, let's put Towson in the schedule randomly for the SEC game in the middle of November. That's their Towson game or their Citadel game, whatever you want to call it. And then Auburn and Bama, the Iron Bowl, that one they have to go on the road. But sorry, what'd you say?
Cupcake week.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that may be old Hugh Freeze. He might be done by that time, is all I can tell you. He's not long for this world.
You need length and girth.
Okay, so my top 5 is very similar. I have one name on here that I'm surprised you guys didn't put in, on principle.
It better not be Ahmad Hardy.
No. No. I would love to have Ahmad Hardy on this list, but he has not earned it. They played Bama last week.
One name that we forgot off of principle, he should be in there.
He should be. Because, here we go. Number 5, I have Jeremiah Smith. Number 4, I have Carson Beck. Now, I know this guy's not going to win it. And I know that this guy is looked at. You're never going to have a defensive player win it again.
Oh, my God.
If we're talking the best football player in college football, I still think that's Caleb Downs. So I put him in number 3 because I think
Kuiper, it's Arvell Reese.
Arvell Reese is having a good season. And I think he is the NFL measurables guy. But this defense, the best defense in the country that everyone talks about is the greatest defense possibly in college football history, does not work if Caleb Downs is not a part of it. Not to this level. It's still good. It's not this good. And he helped them win last year, a national championship. He's back in fine form this year. I don't know why we don't talk about defensive players for this. Tyvis, I'm disappointed. He's in the secondary. It's a guy that
he's just
playing safety.
Yeah, he would have to return punts. And
I know.
He would have to be a returner and do something on offense.
This is my list. In my list, I get to make. I know he will never win it. I know he will never win it because we have uncultured swine voting for this Heisman Trophy. We should have people voting who know ball, and if they did, Caleb Downs would be he would be in New York.
The last defensive player that I really felt should have won it.
Yeah,
was Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah, Honey Badger, absolutely.
You're talking truly defensive player.
Yeah.
Because I know there's probably people saying Travis Hunter out there, but he was playing
right. Yeah,
no, truly like a
just
guy.
Defense.
Yeah. I have Fernando Mendoza too. And then I have my guy, your guy, the guy that we all named the front runner, Ty Simpson at number 1. Because after watching him week 1, I said, I don't know if I didn't have him as Heisman front runner then, but after watching him week 1, I said, this guy can play. He's tough. He's good. And I think that if they give him time, he wasn't the problem in that game against Florida State. It was the fact he was always running for his life. But now they've got Caden Proctor running like screen passes out.
I know.
All that stuff. I love that. But they've rejuvenated that offense. They've got that offensive line actually playing well.
They better stop doing that. I'm telling you, he's going to get his knee blown out.
You're right. That's not a... Because how do you tackle a guy like that? You have to go low. You have to go low. You have to do the Willis McGahee.
Better stop doing that.
So I don't know how you guys made your list, but since I'm a gambling degenerate, I went and looked at favorites.
Yeah.
I just went and saw who were the favorites and then saw who I liked. Caleb Downs, not even on the graphic.
I know he's not.
He's not even
is there any defensive player on there?
No, there's not. And it's mainly quarterbacks.
I know that he's not going to win, and I'm not saying do not put a bet on Caleb Downs. That is irresponsible. No, but even if you could, don't. I'm not telling you he's going to win it. I'm saying if college football was smart, if the people who voted for the Heisman watched ball, they would realize this guy is the key to the greatest defense we've seen in a long time in college football.
There's only 2 people on this list that's not quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's just what the
I'm telling you.
Jeremiah Smith and Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, and Jeremiah, he's having a good season. And he has a chance to vault his name up this weekend when they play USC. If he goes off for a big game in that rivalry game on national TV, of course, that'll do more for his Heisman campaign. All right, 2 minutes away, we will talk to Blue Jackets head coach Dean Evason next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, for those of us who live in Powell and Worthington on the north side and are stepping out the door as we speak, do be mindful 270 eastbound and even 23 northbound. No issues to talk about, really looking really good when it comes to your drive times as well. For folks taking that northbound direction on 71 north, 670 to 270 will take you 8 minutes. 315 north, by the way, 670 to 270 got you there at 9. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Your car needs a new battery. That'll be $19,000.
Yeah, I'm going to get a second opinion.
You wouldn't accept that quote, so why accept this one from that other company?
$19,000 for a new sewer line.
I'm going to call the Waterworks instead.
Facing an expensive sewer repair? If another company's quote is way more than expected, call the Waterworks for a second opinion. We have the most experienced drain techs in Central Ohio. Call 614-232-2222.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Ah, freshly brewed coffee.
Yes, coffee time. Coffee.
And a chat with Jackets coach Dean Evason and his tattooed thighs. I shall call this segment Coffee with the Coach.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Every Thursday, we are joined by Jackets head coach Dean Evason on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Coach, good morning. Big one tonight. Obviously, the Avs come in playing hot hockey. You guys got to be ready for this one, right?
Yeah, good morning, guys. I mean, the league's so good. Obviously, there's such, parity throughout. So, yeah, there's no question that the Avalanche are playing well. We think we're playing well, but we need to start stringing a few wins together.
Coach, I'm learning about new players outside of the Jackets, right? And I was looking at the Colorado Avalanche because I want to do some scouting for y'all. And I came across this Nathan McKinnon. He's good. What are we going to do to slow him down? he seems like a problem.
No, he's the whole package, obviously. He's got size, speed, shoots the puck. He's got great vision. So, obviously he's a good player. We'll have to pay special attention to him. We'll try to get a matchup to obviously slow him down and hopefully shut him down here tonight.
Obviously, you guys, a little bit of the question has been early in the season, getting that power play going, and it's not just on, your time here. Even before you were here, that's been an issue Jackets fans have had concerns about. I thought Charlie Coyle had a nice quote talking about that's a guy who's been around the league for a long time, knows how to play on winning teams. And he brought up the point that you don't want to go changing too much too early because there are a lot of different circumstances that lead to maybe not scoring the goals right away. How important for you is it to have a guy like that in the room who can kind of maybe calm some nerves and things like that if players get a little edgy when the goals aren't going in.
Yeah, no question that leadership in that area, is key. And we talked yesterday about just staying the course and not pushing panic buttons. And obviously, if we weren't, we're not scoring and the penalty kill hasn't been good, both special teams, we have to be way better. But in particular on the power play, if we weren't getting opportunities, which we did the other night, and we just didn't score, we just got to keep grinding at it, keep doing the right things each and every day, each and every night. And then believe that's going to be the solution, obviously, to start scoring some goals. 5-on-5, we've been real good. Again, our special teams have to be better.
Let's talk about the defense. Obviously, goaltending. We've seen Jet in net twice. We've seen Elvis once. I don't know who you got going tonight, but what have you seen out of those two guys when being in net? Are you satisfied with what you're seeing? Do you want more? What's it looking like?
Yeah, no, both guys have played extremely well. Obviously, Jet has the two losses where we thought we played better, just didn't get any goals for them. And then in Minnesota, we thought Elvis played really well there, and obviously we were able to put up some numbers for him and score some goals. So hopefully we can do that again here tonight. Elvis will play tonight. We're very comfortable with either guy in net. We're excited about the tandem of those two pushing each other, having a healthy competition moving forward.
I've always been curious because we're on the phone with Dean Evason, head coach of your Columbus Blue Jackets, joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. But I'm always curious. I watched the opening, home opener. You guys have the big ceremony. Everybody skates out to center ice. They do the big introduction. That obviously is a little different than the normal routine. Tonight, I know they're honoring Cam Atkinson, who's a Jackets legend. A lot of fans are going to be excited to see him retire with the Jackets. Saturday, you've got the game with Tampa, and of course, they're honoring the 25th anniversary. There's a lot of stuff this first home opener with it being the 25th season. In a way, are you kind of looking forward to getting to like November, December, where it's just like, all right, we're just out here playing hockey, and it's not every game there's a big ceremony, there's another thing to honor. Does that throw you guys at all as you're preparing for these games, or you're just kind of used to it?
Yeah, no, it shouldn't. We talk a lot about it doesn't matter who, when, or where we play. You play the same way, right? When the puck's dropped, you play hard and you give yourself an opportunity to have success each and every night. So I honestly think it's good for the guys to go through some stuff like this, go through adversity, obviously handle good and bad times. And I think if you can do that and you can do it with a calmness about you and the work ethic is there, then you should be better off moving forward. So it's a big year, obviously, 25 years. It's fantastic. The franchise has been incredible. The fans have been incredible. So to give them an opportunity to, see the guys from the past and different players that, were on that first team and all that kind of stuff, I think it's fantastic. So our guys will handle it well. We've got great leadership in that room, and it shouldn't bother us at all.
Let's zoom out from hockey for a little bit. You're a tough guy. And we were talking about earlier in this show about me going skydiving, and then somebody brought up tornado watching or chasing. Has anything like that ever intrigued you?
That makes absolutely no sense to me. I feel that has nothing to do with toughness. That has silliness all over it. So I'm not doing either one of those things. I don't care. I don't care who's doing what or paying me what. Not a chance.
See, I know you're a guy who likes to get outside of the world of hockey, because I know hearing you guys last year talk about you love Broadway, you like going to see shows like that. I'm sure that helps clear your mind. Am I right also that you enjoy yoga? Is that another thing that I heard correctly?
Yeah, I go all the time. I try to get there every day, but it's a little different yoga. It's called Yoga Sculpt. It's hot yoga. You actually do it with weights and cardio, and it's a fantastic workout. You get your stretch, you get sweat, and you get a workout as well. So yeah, it's just like you said, the different things to clear the mind. I think it's a good thing, not only for coaches but players to get away from the arena, get away from the game, clear your head, come back fresh. That's what I try to do.
Well, it sounds like the intensity of coaching in the NHL is all the thrill you need there. Everything else is more like, let me get a little bit more in tune with myself, relax when I get away from the rink. You don't want to be jumping out of planes or things like that. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, you heard that exactly right.
Coach, it's not like it used to be. You got somebody that's behind you. They're going to pull the parachute for you. It's safe. I'm telling you.
Oh, Tyvis, you're volunteering to go with him? Is that what we're hearing here? I think
I would jump out with you, Coach. I'll do it.
Yeah, wait a minute. There's not one part of me that said I'm going to do that, right? So don't be volunteering me for that kind of stuff.
That's good. Last thing I've got for you tonight. Obviously, you're trying to keep everything in focus, try not to look too far ahead. But how important is it to just kind of get a win tonight and get things going? I know it's a tough task with this team coming in, but you guys feel like you're right on the level with them.
Yeah, you know what? Again, the two games that we lost, we thought we played very well. Analytically, we outchanced the teams. Our projected goals were higher. We just got to stay the course. We just got to stay calm, keep doing what we're doing, believe that it's the right things, and have that same work ethic each and every night. You're not going to win every single game. Obviously, it's a tremendous league, but we've got to give ourselves a chance. We've done that in the 3 games, but it's a results league. We've got to improve on some things in order to move forward here and get some wins.
Yeah, we're looking forward to watching it tonight. Should be a raucous crowd as usual and nationwide, and of course we'll have all the coverage right here on The Fan. Coach, we appreciate it. We'll talk again next week, all right?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
There you go. Dean Evason joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. I'm telling you, Tyvis, you watch this game tonight, Nathan McKinnon will jump off the page of you. They got other guys too, but I'm just saying.
Well, let's hope he does. Let's hope
I'm saying like you'll see the skill regardless.
I've seen the skill.
I like it though. I'm glad, because that's I like that you're getting to learn the league a little bit as these guys come in. Because I'll admit I don't watch a ton of hockey outside of the Blue Jackets, but yeah, of the guys who have made an impression on me, he is certainly one of them, and he is one that around the league, obviously he's a tall order. No matter what building you're in, they're going to be marking him. So it is going to be fun to watch tonight. And then I guess the Tyvis Powell School of Skydiving will start trying to recruit members, even though you've never skydived.
Never skydived.
You're apparently now the advocate for it.
Somebody in the chat, Mr. Matt TD, says that I should try whitewater rafting.
Oh.
I don't know what that is.
What do you mean? So have you ever seen the rafts where it's like 6 or 8 or 10 people in it?
Okay.
They're huge.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're long. They're not like a big round raft, but you have oars, you have helmets and life jackets on, and you go through the rapids, like the rocks and the water crashing over it. There's little drops.
So would the raft flip over?
It can. Oh, yeah. People get dumped out of them all the time.
Why would I want to do that then?
It's
the same reason you want to skydive.
It's a thrill-seeking thing.
That's different. Well, I guess I'll do it. I got a life jacket on, right?
Some of the best whitewater rafting, I think, at least in the eastern part of the United States.
Home of Cooper Flag.
No, I believe in West Virginia. I think West Virginia has a pretty good whitewater rafting
That's not
thing.
that far away from us.
No, I'm saying we could get down there.
And it's almost heaven.
You going to go with me?
Why not?
You're whitewater raft.
I'm going to anchor the boat. That boat won't flip if I'm in it. That little raft will be like struggling. It won't get out of the chute. They'll just leave it right at the dock and say, sorry, the weight limit has been exceeded. I hear there's coolers, though. You know what I like to do? I like to go get on an inner tube and then float down a lazy, calm, no rapids river.
Don't they got that at Zumbizi?
Yes, they do. But you can go to a real river and bring like a cooler, and they put the cooler on a tube as well, and then you got beer in there, and you just sip beers and float down the river for hours. It's great. That's
fun.
Yeah, that's great. We'll do that too. I'll bring lemonade for you. Dylan, you want beer or lemonade? Which one do you want? We'll all float down the river together.
I'll take some whiskey or
all right,
something.
perfect. Sounds great. Former Buckeye needs your help. We'll give you details on that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, folks, we are noticing yet another crash. This time around, it's happening closer to downtown. The center lane is currently blocked on 71 northbound, just past Green Lawn Avenue because of a crash out there. Pretty busy this morning, so be sure to plan ahead. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Fan traffic is sponsored by Buckeye Lake Marina. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Say goodbye to car care headaches with Carvenience from Hinderer Motor Company. This is Justin Hinderer. For only $49, we'll pick up your vehicle, leave you with a rental, and return it fully serviced and spotless. No more juggling your schedule or wasting hours at the shop. Carvenience lets you focus on what matters while we take care of all the rest, making life easier. Schedule your service today at HinderMotorCompany.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
Make your next shopping trip a good deal better during the Buy 5, Save 5 sale at Meijer. Buy 5 or more and save $5 or more when you mix or match over 2,000 items store-wide, like 12-pack cans of select Coca-Cola and Pepsi products, plus deposit where applicable. Sargento cheese slices, Huggies Snug and Dry diapers, and Friskies wet cat food. That's the good life, a good deal better. Remember to stop by the Meijer Pharmacy for your flu shot, available while you shop. It's free with most insurance plans. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
A government shutdown affects everybody. It means missed paychecks for our troops. It means delays for critical services for ordinary Americans. And it disrupts the work Congressman Mike Carey does to deliver results for his constituents. Like voting for the Social Security Fairness Act to get public servants like police, firefighters, and teachers their full Social Security benefits on time and without delay. Mike Carey also voted for a continuing resolution to keep the government open while budget negotiations continue. It passed the House with bipartisan support, but failed to pass the Senate, and the government still shuttered. Congressman Mike Carey urges our senators to put politics aside and reopen our government before innocent Americans are harmed further by the shutdown. To learn more about Congressman Mike Carey's bipartisan efforts to reopen our government, call Congressman Carey's office at 614-927-6902 or visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the office of Mike Carey.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at ColumbusMensClinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at ColumbusMensClinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no! Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Both of these men played sports in high school. Only one of them was good at it. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Our thanks to Dean Evason jumping on every Thursday, 7:30. We will talk to your Blue Jackets head coach. If you missed the interview, he did mention Elvis tonight in net.
Elvis is in the building.
So it's going to be, look, the way that I look at these two goalies is when Jet is in net, it's going to be calm, cool, and collected from him. You're going to see a few goals, but so far he's looked pretty good. When Elvis is in net, it can be all kinds of things, at least judging by his career so far. And you know what? He was good in Minnesota. Just the problem was there were 4 power play goals to win against. That wasn't tremendous. The special teams, we keep talking about the power play, for the Jackets not being as effective as we want, but also the penalty kill has been probably the bigger story this year. They got to get that righted tonight. They got to stay out of the penalty box when they go with Elvis in net, but that is all. The action will be here on the Fan starting at 6:30. The game starts at 7.
Who's the other guy Baker told me about?
Cale Makar?
Cale Makar.
That was another
dog.
I mean, you just started with Nathan McKinnon, so I was like, I don't want to overwhelm you. But it's not just one guy. Colorado. What did it yesterday?
Not familiar with this game.
I believe Charlie Coyle, when he was on with us yesterday, he had the phrase that or was it? No, I don't know if it was him or if it was probably Jean-Luc Grandpierre. When he came on Tuesday, he said, this Colorado team is a wagon. That is like a hockey term that is used in the ice rink a lot. That basically means watch your ass because they're tough. Like you have to be on your P's and Q's. They are a wagon. They are tough. They are going to be a very difficult team tonight.
I need to pay attention to Cale Makar and Nathan McKinnon.
You need to pay attention to the Blue Jackets.
Well, yes.
Stopping those guys.
Yes.
That's what you need to pay attention to tonight.
So if these two guys don't have a big game, we should win.
I hope so. Okay. I'd love to see that happen.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to bet on the Blue Jackets, but if you guys want to bet the over on my behalf, I'd appreciate it.
I don't think we can even do that for you, Dylan, since you do work for the Blue
I'm
Jackets.
not. There's no money exchanging hands. I just want you to, in spirit, do it.
Oh, you're just saying
me.
you're giving me a tip.
I'll put $2 now.
Okay, there we go.
$5. You know what? For you, $5. I'll put $5 down.
Oh. What is it that you say? You can pay the $5? Is that what it is?
I got the $5.
You got the $5. Okay, good.
When it comes to that blue check mark on X, I'm not paying the $5.
That reminds me of. Do you guys have any idea how old Cole is? TLC on Rothman and Ice. Probably like 25, 26, 27.
Yeah, I was thinking he's somewhere between 25 and 30 is my guess.
Ice made an I got 5 on it reference. Cole, no idea what was going on.
Wow,
that's a shame.
Yeah,
I was kind of disappointed.
You know what though?
He if he was black, he'd be shunned. But I'm gonna let him slide on this one. I'm gonna just tell you that now.
Is Cole a CWB?
No, because he don't know what I got 5 on it is.
He is a cold white boy. He is not a cold white boy. That is a very different. He doesn't get the song for that. He's just
he never heard
TLC.
I got 5 on it. That's wild.
Does he get? I have this question though. Does he get TLC references? Because that's his nickname. But would he know if we said "Don't go chasing waterfalls"? Would he understand that reference? I don't know.
If he don't, that's a shame.
Well, right.
Well, this is a shame. I got 5 on it.
Does he know no scrubs?
I don't know. Right. I hope he does. I think he does. I'm going to bet. If I had to bet on it, I'm going to say yes. If I had 5 on it, I would say he does know TLC references. So Jets legend, Buckeye legend, Nick Mangold sent a heartfelt message. He is dealing with some health issues right now. So he went on to Twitter/X and said that he is battling chronic kidney disease due to a genetic defect. He is looking for a kidney donor with type O blood. And he's reached out to basically anyone on social media that could help. This is a very effective way to do that. Quite sure he has a large reach. We're talking about it. Lots of NFL and OSU Twitter circles have been talking about it. He said, this isn't an easy message to share, but I want to be open about what's happening with me and my health. He was diagnosed with this in 2006, this kidney disease. He said, I'm undergoing dialysis as we look for a transplant. Always knew this day would come, but I thought I would have more time. And unfortunately, I do not. And I don't have any family able to donate at this time. So this is why I'm reaching out to you, our Jets and Ohio State communities. I am in need of a kidney donor with type O blood. So good thing you could do if you are someone who would like to possibly do that for Nick Mangold. We've seen this happen before where strangers have reached out and done stuff like this, which I think is such an awesome thing. But yeah, you can go get tested. You can find out if you have a blood type that would match. And if you're someone who says, I'd be willing to do that for Nick Mangold, hopefully he can find a donor. But I think that's I think it'll be a really cool thing when that happens. Because I'm going to say that is going to happen. Someone's going to help him out.
When you donate a kidney, does that affect you?
Well, you have 2.
That's what I'm saying. So could you still do athletic stuff and all that?
I mean, I don't know the answer on that.
Sure you only really need 1, and that's why people can donate it. But the reason why some people are leery to donate it is because they're like, what if I need another one later in life? Then you need a donor.
So
I never thought about that part.
A good friend of the station, Fawn Christie, who is a local realtor for what it's worth, shout out to Fawn. She was one of these people who just last year, I believe is when it was, she said, I've got 2 healthy kidneys. What am I carrying around both of these for? She gave her kidney to a random person over at OSU who was in need of a kidney transplant. You can go on a list to say, I'm willing to be a living donor and donate my kidney. Mm-hmm. And she did that. Sight unseen, didn't know the person. Now afterwards, I believe they got to meet up and she got to meet her family and all this stuff. But that is, the greatest humans in the world do something like that. I mean, that is an incredible gesture. Also, Lindy Knoll, who works for the Blue Jackets, wasn't that was Aaron Portzline that had a similar issue where he needed a kidney and she found out she was a match. She donated. So again, these are just tremendous stories. And I have faith, and not often do I have faith in humanity, but at times like this, I'm going to say I have faith in humanity that someone will step forward for Nick Mangold and help him get a kidney. But good reminder, if nothing else, put organ donation on your license. Think about that. Consider doing that. If nothing else, right? You don't want to think that could happen to you, but if it does, at least maybe you could help other people. I think that's an easy gesture you could do, even if you're not willing to be a living donor for people. That one seems like a simple win, right, for all of humanity. Let's try to be more like that if we can.
I think Tyvis would give one of us his kidney, but I'm not sure if it would work the other way around. Tyvis is so much more wholesome than us.
Hold on a second. Tyvis, if you needed a kidney, for sure, I would volunteer Dylan. I would say, Dylan, let's get you tested. Let's do what we have to do. No, are you kidding? If that happened on the show, I'm going and getting tested immediately and finding out. And I'm sure Dylan would do the same thing. Now, if it was Common Man, no.
Let it happen, huh?
Yeah. Actually, I think Common Man, because we've talked about this before, if I remember correctly, I think it might be his father has only one kidney. So he's on call.
I gotta save
for the kidney.
Yeah, he gotta save.
Because if his dad
kidney
loses that one, then he's got to go in and do the donation. So yeah, see, if you've got your kidney spoken for, that's different. But so far as I know, I don't have anything like that. So yeah, that's a good gesture. If you can do that, that's awesome. Should Ohio high schoolers get NIL deals like they have in college football? That law could be changing in Ohio. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
A lot more drivers on the roads, and we are noticing congested areas. Starting over on the west side by Grandview Heights, 70 just east of Wilson Road, noticing some backups out there. Also pretty slow moving for folks in New Albany, taking 62 in that eastbound direction just past 161 and over by Smiths Mill Road this morning. Lastly, a similar situation for folks taking Plain City over to Dublin this morning. 42 to 161 will take you 4 minutes out there, but it is slowing down this Thursday morning. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Dormar, your pilot hero. When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival returns May 14th through 17th, 2026. The Black Parade is coming to Columbus with My Chemical Romance. And just announced, Bring Me the Horizon. Every sky will build my Over 40 bands announced so far, with nearly 100 more coming soon. Get your early bird passes now. Sonic Temple, May 14th through 17th in Columbus, Ohio. Secure your pass for only $1 down at SonicTempleFestival.com.
Regenerative treatments for joint pain are creating lots of excitement in the orthopedic community. QC Kinetics Medical Director Dr. Ray Tessner recalls a recent conversation with one of the country's most acclaimed orthopedic doctors.
He said, when you and I are young, the arthroscope was a quantum leap in treating orthopedic problems. I think regenerative medicine is the new arthroscope.
Surgery is no longer the go-to solution for chronic joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or back. QC Kinetics is leading the next quantum leap. All-natural regenerative treatments that provide relief and mobility.
I think one of the tenets of being a good physician is the old saying of do no harm. That's what I enjoy about this form of treatment is there's very little chance that we're going to cause harm, and that's refreshing to me to be able to eliminate the dangers that can come sometimes with surgeries.
Book your free consultation today in Dublin or Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus.
Newman Roofing, as part of its 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to recognize individuals who have made an impact
impact for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Caden Cox. Caden made history as the first person born with Down syndrome to play and score in a college football game. His remarkable journey was featured on ESPN's College Game Day, and his football memorabilia is proudly displayed in the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to join forces with 10 TV and The Fan in celebrating our ongoing commitment to the community.
Get Eco. Hey, Aaron, what are we going to do with these 41 new trucks you bought?
Those extra trucks are to make sure that we can always send someone to the rescue when a customer needs us.
Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians to the rescue.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
Get Eco. Aaron, you bought those 41 new trucks at exactly the right time.
I know, Jerry, because everyone, everywhere, is needing help with their furnace right now.
Summertime is when furnaces develop problems.
The contacts and relays and sensors get all wonky.
Because summertime is when furnaces are not being used.
And our technicians can unwonk them.
Get Eco.
If you need someone to unwonk your furnace, get Eco.
Our technicians can unwonk anything.
And with 41 new trucks, they can get there fast. Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years, and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL, 614-962-7355, or selltohometeam.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 in Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Earn 2% cash back on purchases and pay 0% APR on balance transfers for 15 months with a new Kemba Financial Credit Union Visa. That's more rewards and less interest. Apply at Kemba.org. For purchases and balance transfers made in the first 90 days, restrictions apply. APR equals annual percentage rate. Variable and subject to change. Equal opportunity lender expires 10/31/25.
Dormar, your pilot hero. Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. We had postseason baseball last night out in Seattle between the Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. After taking the first 2 games of the series in Toronto, the Mariners were looking to go up 3-0 at home. However, the Blue Jays had other plans, homering 5 times in the game and beat the M's 13-4. The Cincinnati Bengals are featured on Thursday Night Football tonight as they are hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cincinnati star wideout Jamar Chase says they need to get out to a fast start.
I mean, that's the biggest part of our game basically this whole year. Coming out second half and dominating is not really what we want to do. Of course, we want to do that, but we also want to do the first half also. And obviously, that's the objective, to make that count, get up some points so we don't have to finish as hard in the second half.
This update was sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy lower rates than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with the Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card.
One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's T-Bone. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
If you ever got thoughts and you or disagree with something that we saying, you can always tweet us at Bone and Tyvis 971 on Twitter and X, and we will engage with you. Also, tomorrow, 7:15, we got Jackets tickets that we are giving away. So make sure you tune in for those Jacket tickets. Okay, T-Bone, so let me set this up for you.
Yeah.
NIL has been a thing since about 2020, right? I think that's 2021 is about when it went into effect, and it changed the world. It was an uproar in college. And now that we're a few years removed from that, it's not as bad. It's still people got their thoughts about it, but it's not as bad as it once was. So much that high school has decided to legalize it for some states, not all.
Well, I think it's like
44 states have decided to say, you know what, high school kids, you can capitalize on your name, image, and likeness. Well, the great state of Ohio said, no, you cannot. So up until this kid decides to challenge it. Jameer Brown, he's an Ohio State commit, top wide receiver in the nation and in the state. Well, he's challenging, him and his mother is filing a lawsuit to try to change them being able to get NIL. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it, T. I thought that I would be against this. I used to be. 2020, I was jealous. Maybe that's what it was.
First of all, I know you were jealous because
I was happy to see.
You're not a jealous guy,
but I was happy to see like they actually gonna get some money. And this kid, he says, I think on his Twitter post, he says, like, it's not like I grew up and I'm rich or anything like that. If I can have a chance to help my family out and be able to make some money, I would like to do that. So I'm here for it. I hope that they get the ruling in their favor. I think that Ohio needs to be a state because we have so many good athletes. And I feel like this rule is causing us to lose athletes. I feel like high school kids are transferring to different states because they're capitalizing on their name, image, and likeness. And Ohio shouldn't have to deal with that. Like, I feel like basketball, we've always been a really good sport. And football, we've always had really good talent. And now I don't want to jeopardize losing these kids because of that. If somebody wants to pay them some money, let them get their money. You never know. Like, high school might be the peak. It's so many times that we've seen athletes in high school go, oh, this guy's going to be the next great thing. And then they get to college and nothing happens. If they get one chance in their life to make a ton of money, and that's in high school, so be it.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I don't, on principle, understand why if you are able to go get a job as a bagger at Kroger, you can go get paid a salary for doing that. I don't think guys are necessarily going to get paid salaries, but there's no rules against high schoolers making money. It's everybody freaks out about this because it's the amount of money and who's going to pay it, right? I think there should be guidelines to it. I could see there being some kind of clearinghouse structure that needs to be in place to say, this person seems like a very shady individual giving this guy $200,000. This is a 15-year-old kid. I think there needs to be some oversight. I can understand that.
Yeah, you got to pay taxes on that money and all those things. I tell you what, though, I thought that it would be like wild, but if other states figured it out, and it's not, I haven't really heard any backlash from any of the other 44 states that have it, then that means there is something in place that it can work.
Sure.
So you might as well why would you limit yourself or limit your athletes? Like, you should just adopt the same thing those 44 states got.
I also think there's something a little patronizing that happens when we talk about this stuff because you will hear people say things, and I've already seen it with this discussion. How is this kid going to be able to manage $100,000? His mom in the lawsuit said he is valued at least over $100,000 that he could be making if he were allowed with NIL. And I have no way to refute that. I don't know if that's true or not. But here's what I would say. That comes up a lot. Like, how's this kid going to handle $100,000? And my question to that is, well, how would you handle $100,000? How would anybody handle it if their kid, let's say, wasn't a famous athlete, but was like a famous musician?
What he better do.
A Twitch streamer that has all this. The answer is parents can go get a lawyer and they can go get an accountant and they can go do those things when their kid is getting this type of money.
Well, they can afford it.
Well, what I'm saying is, who's to say these parents, what would I do if my kid was in that situation where someone said to my daughter, who's 15, who's in high school, hey, you're a talented show choir kid. We want to pay you $100,000.
You know what I do? I take the money. I take like 30% of it and give her the rest. I take 30,000, give her the 70. That's you. This 30,000 is going to the government.
Oh, well, yeah, right. You have to do all that. But my point is, the first thing I would do as a parent is I would hire like a lawyer, an accountant. I would get with some people and say, what's the best way to use this money? What should we do? What laws do we have to worry about? What tax, bracket does this put us in? How can I set this up for her to not have $100,000 just instantly in your bank account? I get that's not great for a kid, but why is it assumed that the parents wouldn't be able to help with that? Why is it presumed that, like, I think parents and kids should be able to make that choice for themselves. If they want to go down that pathway, chase that money, you're allowed to do it if your kid is a Disney star. You're allowed to do it if your kid is a great musician, if your kid is talented at, like I said, streaming on YouTube, right? Remember that kid who was like 7 or maybe he was 5?
Oh.
Little kid named like David or something that would open toys. And his parents were in charge of the YouTube channel.
The open box thing.
Yeah.
Ryan,
that was, sorry, not David. Ryan, that's it. And it like, now.
Ryan's toy review is what you're referring to.
Yes, he had millions of viewers.
Really?
Dude.
Off of just opening a toy?
Yeah, now he has like his own show.
Yes. Now,
what's his name?
Ryan.
That's it. Just Ryan.
Ryan.
So I get on YouTube and I just say Ryan.
Just Ryan Toy Reviews, something like that. Go look him up.
Something like that.
Go see how many millions of followers that kid has on YouTube. Now, I want to point out that kid is now like 15 or something, and it's gotten weird because the parents are
He got 40 million subscribers.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Ryan's World.
Yeah,
that's the show now that my kid watches and makes me want to walk in traffic. But
my kid watches Nastia, and I'm like,
that's not allowed in our house.
What? What is that show called?
Nastia.
Nastia.
Yeah.
That's her name.
Nasty. Yeah, that's her
I was
name.
like, I didn't know what. Okay.
Anyway,
all I'm making the point of that Ryan kid, I would say now that kid's probably messed up. Not because of the money, because the parents can't turn the faucet off. Like, they know that he's a cash cow, but now he's not a little cute 5-year-old opening up a toy and having a genuine reaction. Now he's a 15-year-old who knows his whole life is filmed, and that is messed up. I agree with that, but there's no rules stopping him from making that money. And I don't think that when you're talking about a high school kid who is talented, has ability, people want to use that kid for an endorsement. It is used, right? But we're all getting used by some way in the system if we're honest about it. We're all going to work for a paycheck. I don't think it should be any different for a high school kid. If they want to go and endorse an energy drink or something, all right, go ahead.
Well, I think about me in high school, being in Bedford. The one thing good about Bedford is that they have the Bedford Auto Mile. And
full
of car dealerships. I would have loved to be an endorser for the Bedford Auto Mile.
Oh, man, could you imagine there's going to be high schools. For sure, there will be high schoolers driving cars that they have no business driving. But I've never heard anyone say, like, if you go to the richest parts of the country, or go stay here in Central Ohio. You go to UA, I bet the cars those kids drive are nicer than the cars that kids are driving at other schools. Right? You go to Dublin, I bet some of the cars in those parking lots are nicer than some of the other places around town. Does that mean that those kids now should be banned from having nice cars? Because that is different than what other kids have. We always are okay with stuff like that as long as the parents earn the money. Why can't this kid earn the resources if he's that good of a football player?
Wait a minute.
My business isn't going to sponsor him. I'm not necessarily doing that. But if some business wants to do it, why am I getting in their way?
You mean to tell me these kids today is going to school in nice cars like Jags, Benz, and Teslas?
You don't think that
my parking lot was full of hoopties, some with donuts on it, vans.
Did you know the hoopty song back in the day? 3 hubcaps, but 1 got stolen. My hoopty's rolling. I can't remember the whole thing, but there was a whole song we used to have about.
They
hoopties.
don't have to go through that now.
I'm saying there are kids who are trust fund babies who get to drive whatever the parents want them to drive. And there are other kids who have to take the bus when they're 18. Like, there's disparity in life. Why do we assume in sports that's not allowed? But in every other facet of life, we're fine with that.
If I had a car in high school and I wasn't doing sports, I would take the bus to school and take it home to save myself on some gas.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, let the car just sit there in the garage and stay nice. Have a little. Yeah, exactly right. I'm with you on that.
No, I live in Dublin, and I can confirm that sometimes some 17-year-old will just be pushing past me in their Jag and my little Acura, like, get out of my way, you peasant.
Right, but we're not setting up laws to stop that. And I just don't understand why, if a guy is good at athletics and not good at having been born in a family where dad is a billionaire, I don't understand why we limit one but not the other.
Yeah,
Let's let people be people. And if you make a mistake with your money, guess what? There are people in their 50s making mistakes with their money right now. We don't have laws against that. We shouldn't have it for kids that are 17, 18 years old who are good at football. Let them live, or basketball.
I don't think in the 70s, Jackson 5 is out, people were complaining about, Mike Jackson and Rockin' Robin or ABC and making a bag. I don't think that was an issue. But with football, it is.
Obviously, we acknowledge the parents were the problem there. Like, I'm not in any way saying that whole situation is good, but you're right. He was allowed to make money. Justin Bieber's been allowed to make money. All these kids on the Disney Channel, Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone, watch that movie every Christmas. They made money when they were kids. Did it mess them up? Yes, no, whatever. The point is they were allowed to do it. I don't see why it should be any different for a high school athlete. Pop quiz coming up. The biggest questions in college football. We try to answer them next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning, and hey, welcome to your Thursday. We are noticing some dangerous slowdowns for many of our drivers, especially heading downtown, taking 71 possibly. That is because we are noticing a crash in that northbound direction just past Greenlawn Avenue. A left shoulder blocked right there, but about 30 minutes ago, we were looking at 2 left lanes blocking this area. That's what caused a lot of the backups, looking at 11 miles per hour for our travel times. Lots of red on our time saver traffic map. Folks, if you are heading in this area, again, 71, that northbound direction just past Greenlawn, make sure to just take it nice and easy. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Be an early bird and save on your Thanksgiving turkey today. Select frozen grade A Kroger brand turkeys are 99 cents a pound with your card. Limit 2. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and it's tire time at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Now through October 31st, you can buy 3 tires and get 1 for $1. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to schedule your appointment today, or hurry into Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin to get those cars ready for winter. And when you think tires, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
5 words no one wants to hear. You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates, for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS, or online at victors.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we helped Tom.
Hi, my name's Tom. I've been a patient at Tri-State Men's Health, and I'm being treated for low testosterone. I didn't really notice the issue of just the energy and feeling slow in the middle of the day and waking up feeling as if I hadn't even gone to bed. When I walked into Tri-State Men's Health, I was extremely impressed from the get-go with the results of the treatment. I wake up in the morning now with clarity. I have had more energy in working out. I definitely have increased my strength. I would say that if there are men out there who experience some of the same problems that I did with inability to sleep well and waking up without feeling refreshed and having your energy flagging throughout the day, go see Tri-State Men's Health. It's changed my life and it'll change yours too.
Thanks, Tom. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Other stations in town have started using AI voices. It's because they're cheap and they think you're stupid. Well, we may think you're stupid, but we don't think you're cheap, damn it. We're live and local with real people. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact Meteorologist Michael Behrens with your latest forecast. As we head through this morning, look for cool temperatures out there in the 40s, warming through the 50s and into the 60s this afternoon. We'll see plenty of sunshine for this Thursday. Clear skies tonight, temperatures in the low 40s, some isolated frost possible by early Friday. Cloud cover increases Friday, temperatures still in the 60s, 80s Saturday before storms on Sunday. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
We've been your Jackets flagship station since day one. All the goals, all the action, all the memories. Your home for the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Fan, Ohio sports destination. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Lots of good guests coming up today on The Fan, but there are a couple that I want to direct your attention to specifically on Bishop and Friends. So they always have Shelley time with Jody Shelley. Anytime there's a game, you will hear him 11:30 breaking it down. But this coming 9:45 time slot, they have Cam Atkinson. So an hour and 25 minutes from now, Jackets legend will join them on Bishop and Friends. At 10:30, they're going to have Paul Feinbaum. Now, Paul Feinbaum, earlier this week, had this to say about Ohio State fans. He had a caller to his show who said, I can't stand Ohio State fans. They're jerks. I don't like them. And Paul Feinbaum decided to pile this on.
Before I did what I do now, I was a writer. I'd like to add a few words, okay, if you don't mind. Obnoxious,
Okay.
disgusting,
Obnoxious.
despicable. You already said whiny. I would like to add sniveling, supercilious.
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah. Okay, brilliant. So all I got to tell you is today he will join Bishop and Friends at 10:30 a.m. And I would say, Paul, say it with what part of his body?
His chest.
His entire chest needs to be fully in that. Go 10 toes in, all that stuff.
10 toes down. 10 toes
down. Fully with your chest.
Why did he say this about? He said this about Buckeye fans.
Buckeye fans.
Why did he feel this way?
I think that's a great question to ask him. And he will, join Bishop and Friends today at 10:30.
This
so
is
I think you should listen.
In 2 years that a national media guy has. Well, maybe it's the third time. Did Kirk Herbstreit say something about Buckeye Nation too?
I mean, which book of the Herb Street diatribes would you like to read from?
Yes, last year.
Every single
talking
year.
About probably the lunatic fringe comment.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's
T-Bone
it.
is the leader of, and that's why he's offended.
Right. I'm not offended. I'm proud.
But I was referring.
Hey, listen. I've been blocked by Herb Street before it was cool. Before he ever found out that dogs were nice.
Blocked you?
Oh yeah, because I dared to call him on his BS, and he just doesn't take that. He can't listen to criticism. That's why Herbie hates me, and that's fine.
I was talking talking about Nick Saban. He was also the other guy that
Saban,
that called Buckeye Nation out. I said we need to quit with the negative BS.
Okay. Right. This is what, by the way, that your guy, Tom Izzo, that you talked to last week, this is why I have a problem with him.
You got a problem with Tom?
Not as a coach. He's a fantastic coach. But he used to do this all the time with Chris Holtmann. When Holtmann was stumbling through like a 10 losses in a row type of season, and then Tom Izzo would go in here, beat him by 20, and then after the game, he'd be like, listen, I tell you Buckeye fans right now, you don't know how good you have it with Chris Holtmann. It's like, yes, I do. I watched your team annihilate him, and I want that. I don't want Chris Holtmann. I want you, Tom Izzo.
Coaching is a fraternity. You always
I know, but
have
they
each
don't need to
other's back.
stop lecturing. Just deal with your own fans. Don't worry about us.
By the way,
we're fine.
We talking about national people. This guy tweeted the program and said that I am the local Columbus version of Ryan Clark. Is that good or bad?
Why would you be the?
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that at all because you don't go out of your way to say things that make absolutely no sense and then get shocked when people have a problem with them. That's Ryan Clark's MO at this point.
Ryan Clark is apologizing for stuff he says weekly.
Every week.
Like, I'm not even exaggerating. He's always putting out an apology on Twitter. Tyvis doesn't go down that road.
No, but also,
I'm not.
Tyvis doesn't apologize. I get what you're saying.
And when Tyvis says his
I double down on what I said.
When Tyvis says his motivational stuff, it feels natural, organic. When Ryan Clark does it, it sounds like he was just Googling motivational things to say on the internet right now.
Y'all not a Ryan Clark person, huh?
No, I mean, I like
his Pivot podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, some of that's good. But what I'm saying is he's the only guy I've ever seen that tried to pile on to RG3 and ended up having to apologize to his own freaking family. Like, that was one of the weirdest things.
Yeah, I don't know
that
what
was
that was
so
about.
bizarre this year, and he kind of lost me there.
He took it too far. You're not supposed to ever comment on somebody's wife. Like,
that was.
I don't know what you thought was going to happen. Like, that to me just don't make sense.
No, but you're to be fair, you're nothing like that guy. Nothing like that. You're nothing like Paul Feinbaum either, thankfully, because you're actually an enjoyable person to listen to.
I mean, I guess if that guy was just like, hey, black safety that used to play in the NFL, that's where the comparisons end for me between Ryan and Tyvis.
By the way,
both undrafted, by the way.
There we go.
I just want to say I'd much rather. I want you to be here with us, but you deserve to be on ESPN way more than that guy does.
Gambling is a risky proposition, especially when you listen to these guys.
That's the wrong intro.
What's wrong with you?
Trying to hype you up.
Welcome to your weekend pop quiz, featuring the biggest questions in college football.
Guess who doesn't deserve to be on ESPN? This guy.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting there listening to it like, man, this sounds
I was
different.
like, this is wrong. This is wrong. All right, here's your pop quiz for this weekend. Couple quick questions for you. Big slate this weekend. None bigger in my mind than USC Notre Dame. That's a huge game. Good rivalry game. Don't know when they're going to play it again. Who needs this game more? USC or Notre Dame? Obviously, I know you could say USC because they've been so down for so long. But Notre Dame, if they lose this game, it becomes a lot tougher for them to get to the college football playoffs. Do they want to be just a flash in the pan one-year thing last year?
If Notre Dame loses this game, they will not make it back into the CFP.
That's 3 losses.
Because I don't even think they make it back in the top 25 because what that means is every time they've played a ranked opponent, they've lost. Miami lost. Texas A&M lost.
Yep.
If they lose to USC, that's it. They don't play no more ranked opponents outside of this. So this is their last, like, if you look at strength of schedule or marquee wins, they have 0.
Yeah,
so they have to win this game.
Yeah, I think this game is way bigger for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, if they lose 3 losses, chances of them making the playoffs very slim. If USC loses, it's not even a conference loss. They only have 1 loss in conference. They could still theoretically make their way to Indianapolis by losing this game and then winning out the rest of the way.
Yeah, totally. It's on NBC 7:30. Notre Dame hosts. It is a 9.5-point spread. Notre Dame is favored in this game. Kirby Smart, will he be clapping at the end of Georgia's fight with Ole Miss? Or will Lane Kiffin get the W and then after the game be like, hey, just want to call a timeout for my guys and just do some kind of making fun of Kirby Smart?
Georgia's favorite by 7.5.
That's a lot of points.
I'm definitely taking Ole Miss plus the points.
Can I tell you something about Ole Miss and Georgia in this game? Ole Miss has more penalty yards than any team in FBS. Nearly 75 yards a game is their average. Yes, they rank. I didn't even know there were 135 teams in college football, but they rank like 135 in that. They are down at the very bottom of that. However, Georgia's defense isn't what it used to be.
I agree.
Ole Miss's offense
cooking.
Do you know how many yards per game they're averaging? They're 5th in the country.
400.
515. Averaging.
They're going to be.
I'm telling you.
I'm taking Georgia in the point. I mean,
Georgia's 7.5 point favorite at home. That one is a very iffy line for me.
Yeah,
Keep an eye on that.
Georgia, they had their run, man, where they were dominant, and it's not the same.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're a bad team. It's just I wouldn't fear them.
Here's one other quick one. I know you hate this team, but I threw it in here just because. The Holy War, which you're not allowed to call it according to the Utah and BYU faculty, but whatever. The Holy War between BYU and Utah. This could be the best game of the weekend as far as how close it is. It's
easy money. BYU money line.
Utah's a 3.5 point favorite.
BYU
on the road.
Money line.
On the road. Boom.
Money line. Dylan. Don't even take the point. Money line.
We learned that you take the points.
No.
Bone took Missouri money line instead of Missouri plus 3.5.
You took. See where you messed up
take
is.
That point.
We talking about Utah, and then you leaving like $10 to $15 on the table if you take the points. Money line.
All right.
Some money better than no money.
That's
my response.
That's a good call. I learned that lesson last week.
If you go all the way. Money line. Listen to me. BYU money line.
All right. There is a name being floated for Penn State's head coaching job by a college football expert. You will hear from that college football expert in 2 minutes. And I want to tell you, when you hear this name, please know I pray to whatever deity exists that this is the name they pick, because it would make my little Penn State hating heart happy. 2 minutes away, you'll hear that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
The road's still looking pretty busy out there, especially if you live in the north side. For those in Powell and Worthington, do be mindful of those slower drive times. 270 westbound looking at 55 miles per hour, approaching 23, and even 315 this morning. A similar thing going on for 23 in that northbound direction towards Mount Air, 26 miles per hour for your drive times. And lastly, for those on the east side, do be mindful once you're passing that 270 and 670 intersection. It really drops when it comes to your slowdowns, 32 miles per hour over by the airport. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease a new 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE for just $189 a month. You heard it, $189. Plus, get owner assurance and America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Only at Great Lakes Hyundai, Columbus or Dublin, or glakeshyundai.com.
GLakesHyundai.com.
With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 10 miles per year, ends 11/3.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tomorrow, 7/17. Mark your day planner. That's a thing. People have those, of course. Whatever.
Agenda.
Put it in your alarm on your phone, whatever you got to do. 7/17. We have our next set of jackets, tickets to give away tomorrow morning. We will do that. They are taking on, of course, the Avs tonight. We'll have all the action right here on the Fan. Tampa Saturday. That's what the tickets are for tomorrow. And of course, they're honoring plenty of Blue Jackets players. Cam Atkinson tonight. Big ceremony for him. Tomorrow on the show, 8:30, 1 day from right now, we are going to have Ron Tugnut, former Jackets goalie, part of those original teams. He's going to come in and join us. We're looking forward to having him in here at 8:30. So, of course, if you miss any of this, you missed Dean Evason. We talked to him earlier today. Go get our podcast wherever you get podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis. It's there for free. might as well go get it. You listen to part of the show, listen to the whole thing. Get it on the podcast, take it with you. You know, like when Tyvis goes to the gym. That's when you listen to your podcast, right? When you're at the gym?
I did. That's when I listened to Timmy and Common Man.
So he only listens like once a month then?
I'm saying this. I don't go to the gym, but I'm saying this because Rusty in the chat every single day on YouTube has his Tyvis doesn't go to the gym takes.
He's a hater.
And I kind of live for those at this point.
As I was telling Rusty yesterday, my Peloton finally got fixed.
Oh.
Like I had to get a new screen and all this stuff. Which
you Peloton?
No, I didn't do it yesterday. Today.
No, but you have.
Oh, yeah. That's what I do. I do the Peloton for cardio
great.
because I don't like I can't run like that because, the knees.
I understand.
But not
low impact.
Ever since I got them shots, I'm telling you, knees is back. So I might be doing more running.
I'm gonna do hot yoga with Dean Evason. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what
he does. Yeah, he doing weights and all kind of jazz.
I'm gonna go there. Do the Bikram yoga. That's the hot yoga.
The sweating yoga.
Turn it up to like 100 in there and sweat it out.
Why do I feel like that's not like soothing to me? Like I feel like that would not be
intense.
Good.
It's a very different.
I'm a sweater, so like that's not.
Yeah.
My whole mat will be just drenched.
Dude, I'm the same. I could this was even before I got super fat. Like even when I was like in high school and we would play basketball, 5 minutes in, my shirt would have like
drenched.
I looked like Shaq in the finals.
Yes.
I was just like all soaking wet. And I don't know why. That's just how I am. So you're we're both Dylan. Are you a sweater?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
But when Tyvis said he rides the Peloton, for some reason I was like, I can see Tyvis listening to like some Cher, getting it on the Peloton.
I think I look like listening to Cher.
I don't know.
Cher.
Like, do you believe? That's a bike riding song.
Do you believe is a banger? If I could turn back time, yes.
No.
If I could turn back time, absolutely.
That just doesn't seem like that's going to get me to just pedal as hard as I can.
You haven't listened.
But you know what? I learned
you need to crank some
I learned
Cher.
something. So my wife was telling me that the guy who fixed the Peloton said that like the resistance and the cadence has been like 12% off, right? So like I got on it yesterday and I'm like pedaling and I'm like, I had the resistance on like 45. And I was like, man, this feels like 25. So I've noticed a long time ago, but I never said anything. I was like, something is wrong with my Peloton. I think it's like not.
Oh, it was giving you more credit than you deserve.
No, it was giving me less credit than I deserve.
Okay, all
because. So I told you I used to do the Peloton with Sherm. So like how it works is like a video chat. We do the same class and we go. And he would blow my numbers out the water. But I'd be like, bro, I see your numbers on the thing. I'm pedaling the same thing. But he was like 100 more better than me. And I'm like, this is not right. And I really figured it out when when my agent got a Peloton, which my agent reached out to me yesterday randomly. But anyway.
He heard your Peloton got fixed and he was like,
must
let's
be.
go.
So I had seen his numbers and his numbers blew me out the water. And I'm just like, that's impossible. So now I'm looking at it like when he said that yesterday, I was like, I knew it. Yeah. I knew that I wasn't this far behind everybody when it comes to cycling.
This sounds so much like listen, I can't shoot on these rims. The rims where I shoot at my gym are way better.
No, see, I'm all
These
net.
rims are, I don't think this is a 10-foot rim. That's what it sounds like.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm all net on double rims outdoor parks. All
Really?
net. I'm a shooter like that.
Okay.
Why are you not all net on the Papa shot here with the thinnest rim known to man?
It's just you miss it when I look at him. Look at Baker. Look at
Baker knows. Baker's in another studio and he heard that BS.
Double rim, all net.
Baker heard that BS from a mile away.
With the chain net.
8 soundproof walls and all the soundproofing we've got here. He heard all that BS came running.
I want to know how your Peloton workout goes tonight. If you do it, your tweaked new Peloton.
Yeah.
Listening to Mo Bamba. I want to know. I want to know how it goes.
Yeah, why you say that? It's funny.
You guys do a control group. You do one with Mo Bamba and one with Cher, and you're gonna see the numbers. I bet you Cher is higher.
It's funny you bring that up because I was looking at the classes yesterday, and I didn't see one with Mo Bamba, but I did see one with Nuck If You Buck, and you do a lot of PRs when that Nuck If You Buck is playing.
I'm willing to bet there's a Cher class. Please
I'm
try
sure
it.
there is. Yes, get in the Cher class, 100%. All right, let's play this audio. This is Greg McElroy being asked who he thinks would be a great candidate for Penn State to hire. And let me tell you, I hope this happens.
I'm going to go with Pat Fitzgerald. And he's the former coach of the Northwestern Wildcats and was famous in his time as the head coach there of doing more with less. Very few in the country were able to overachieve the way Pat Fitzgerald did in his 17 years. Frankly, he led them to the highest highs ever. And while the end of his tenure, there was some scandal, but at the end of the day, it was resolved. And Northwestern ended up having to pay Pat Fitzgerald for firing him at the time. So now that that's clean and behind him, he becomes a very intriguing candidate for many, many jobs. And I think he's a perfect fit for Penn State. He has great understanding of the Big Ten. I think he's well liked by those decision makers there in Happy Valley. And I think he could instill the type of mentality necessary to get Penn State over the top and hopefully at some point beat some of those teams that have been in the way the last 10, 12 years.
Please, Penn State, hire him. Hire Pat Fitzgerald.
They better not.
I have called him one of the most overrated coaches of all time. And people always give me crap on that and say, how dare you? Do you know how many games he won at Northwestern? And my answer is yes. I do know. He got them multiple 10-win seasons. He did a lot of great things there. But here is the thing with Pat Fitzgerald you have to remember. If he went 4-8, it was like,
it's Northwestern.
He's at Northwestern. What are you going to do? Of course. And then he could have 2 or 3 years where it's like 6 wins, 7 wins, 5 wins. And then he'd have one 10-win season. Actually, not even that. If he got them above 500, it would be back to Coach of the Year. This guy could be the greatest coach of all time. What I'm saying is there were no expectations at Northwestern, and he exceeded those stupendously. Go to Penn State and then make them the try-hard school. Make them the school where they got to do more with less. You just can't get people to come to Happy Valley. If that is what your plan is, Penn State will be like Nebraska has been for the last 20 years, and I welcome it. Please do that, because he is not the guy to get you over the hump. He is not the guy to turn you into the juggernaut that Penn Staters think they should be.
My thing with guys like Pat Fitzgerald, he's a great coach. He did some remarkable things at Northwestern.
Of course he did.
I just don't recall him winning a big game.
I don't either. There probably is something that Northwestern fans could point you to and say, "Oh, that one though. What about this one?" But
I would have to look up what's a big game, because that means he has never won a big game. But you come into Penn State now, you're telling him to, because that's the culture. That's the problem now, is that they don't win the big game. So now you go get a guy who's never won the big game to be the head coach. You could have just kept James Franklin for that.
No, what they're looking for, right or wrong, whether you think Penn State fans deserve this or not, or you think that that team could ever get to this level, Alabama was a team that won a lot under a longtime head coach many, many eons ago. And then they fell on some hard times, and they were mediocre to bad. Then Nick Saban showed up, brought them right back to what they thought they should be, and then exceeded expectations. But Tuscaloosa, Alabama is not exactly like the biggest metropolis in the world. He made that a destination for so many college football players to want to come play for him. You need someone who can do that with Happy Valley. And I know Penn State fans would say, it already is that. No, it's not. You've gotten very good talent. You've not been able to get over the hump. And you can argue it's James Franklin not being able to coach you up like that. If you get Pat Fitzgerald, you will be lucky to get top 10 classes. He's not that coach. He's always been the coach who does more with less. And I think if Penn State goes down that road, you will end up having the same record or worse that you had with James Franklin. They need someone who can build and win, not just build and be really good. And they need someone who can get over the top to compete for championships. And I just don't think Pat Fitzgerald ever shown he can do that.
They're going to have to. I feel like Penn State alone should be able to get recruits, because, like I said, people want to go to Penn State. So that shouldn't be a problem, I don't think.
Yeah, but if you have to come in and play a system where it's like we're gonna out, I feel like this would make them Iowa, not Alabama. This would make them like how Kirk Ferentz always has good talent, always gets his guys to play really good defense. They would always be NFL players going from there. They're well coached. Their system is strong. They win a lot of games, but Iowa's never threatening for anything dangerous. That would be what Penn State would be under Pat Fitzgerald, in my opinion. So please, Penn State, hire Pat Fitzgerald. T-Bone here for Pat Fitzgerald. Hire him immediately.
I still think the Cignetti is the move. I don't know.
He's the one guy I see out there that could possibly get them over that hump. Genuinely, I feel that way. Outside of like a Nick Saban or Urban, who are, no spoilers here, they're not taking that job. Sorry.
I don't think Pat Fitzgerald is the answer either, but I think you diminish his accomplishments at Northwestern. Like, if someone became the head coach of Purdue and got them to a Big Ten championship game, Would you say that they're overrated, or would you say, no, it's Purdue? They need to win the Big Ten championship in order for this coach. What big game has he won? Like, he got Northwestern to a Big Ten championship game. That's an achievement.
This is the thing. He got Northwestern to a Big Ten championship game when it was East versus West.
Yes.
He was on the West Coast. It wasn't like he was in the East with the Penn States, the Wolverines, Michigan State, and Ohio State. He was on the weak West. You know how many times the West won the Big Ten championship?
Not many.
0. So it's like, that's not a big accomplishment.
By the way, tell me how many people talk, and I know he's passed away, so obviously it's a little apples to oranges, but do people talk about Joe Tiller the way they talk about Pat Fitzgerald? Because Joe Tiller did what you're talking about at a place like Purdue. He got them to a Big Ten championship. They won one. They weren't in a championship game because they didn't have it.
Right.
But he won a Big Ten championship with this guy named Drew Brees, who was pretty good last I checked. But he was able to turn that program into something legitimately terrifying at times. And Pat Fitzgerald, sure, he did some of that too with Northwestern. I just don't think we talk about, we don't contextualize him properly. We give him too much credit for being at Northwestern, and that's what's frustrating. But you know what? Please, Penn State, prove me wrong. Hire him, and I will eat my words if he starts doing that. We'll come back and hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, folks, we are still monitoring a crash on that 71 northbound direction just past Greenlawn Avenue as you're approaching downtown Columbus this morning. The left shoulder now blocked right now, but still noticing crews out there this morning. Looking at 15 miles per hour for your travel time. Still lots of red on that 71 northbound direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Truck drivers, it's time to take your skills to a company that invests in your safety and comfort. Schneider's newer and well-maintained equipment keeps drivers moving and making money. Our trucks are spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Plus, we offer a huge selection of driving jobs so you can find a job with the home time and schedule you've been looking for. Upgrade to a better driving job today. Search jobs near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest reasons people get new windows, Wilson, is that old windows make for an uncomfortable house with crazy high roller coaster energy bills.
Leslie, people love being uncomfortable on roller coasters. The ups, the downs, the gurgling in your stomach because you had 5 corn dogs before getting on.
Did that happen to you, Wilson?
What? No.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserved by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. After years of playing college and NFL football and always searching for that edge to keep my body right, to make sure I was always in peak physical condition, I was getting beat up. I was getting older, and I needed something to help me out. And that's something, well, I didn't want it to be surgery. And so I went to see my friends at QC Kinetics. I brought my dad with me. I needed my knee helped, so did he. And they did a great job. They helped use our own body's biologics to heal us. So we went there, we talked to Dr. Ray Tesner. He's the founder of Grant Sports Medicine. So you know that he knows what he's talking about. And you don't have to have surgery. There's no knife. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay. It's fast and it's all natural. So whether it's back, knees, hips, shoulders, they've got you covered. Call QC Kinetics today for a free consultation with Dr. Ray Tesner and his team. Look beyond that same old remedy that you've been looking for. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544 or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus today.
Matty Ice here for McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. I recently brought a brand new Chevy Trax from McDaniel GM Superstore. It was by far, guys, the best car purchase I have ever made. And right now, you can get a 2025 Trax at McDaniel GM Superstore for as low as $315 a month with zero due at signing for qualified buyers. They're going to treat you like family just like they did me. There's just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle. Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score.
Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, you get early payout on parlays too. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. An app only.
Other stations have crappy ratings and they wonder why no one listens. So instead of investing money in local talent, they fire people and plug in AI voices. Gee, real entertainment. Well, all of our dummies are real, damn it. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971 or hop in the YouTube chat. We always love having people there. Caleb brings up a great point. He said the place that should look at Pat Fitzgerald is Stanford and Virginia Tech, where those programs are at this time. I really think that would be a smart move, Caleb. Good call there. Eric Reeser joining us now. Reeser, good morning.
Gentlemen, good morning.
We were talking about Pat Fitzgerald a little bit. I don't know that Penn State's interested in him, but if they were, how intriguing of a name is that for you in that job search?
Well, Penn State was so afraid of falling into just mediocrity or really irrelevance. If they wanted to do that, Pat Fitzgerald's your guy.
Thank you. I'm in the same boat as I feel like, here's my comp.
He'll get you to a bowl game every year.
Yeah. I feel like he gets you to be like.
So he's like Iowa.
Iowa is what I feel like the comp would be.
If that's what you want to be, sure. You lit $50 million on fire just to do that. All right.
No, you could have kept that. Right. I got a question for you that's outside of sports.
Okay.
Right? You have to pick one of these adventurous things.
Okie dokie.
Would you rather skydive, whitewater raft, or chase tornadoes?
I've been whitewater rafting.
Okay.
10 out of 10 would do again.
Oh, you enjoyed it.
It was a lot of fun.
He lived.
Yeah.
No,
they told me that I would die.
No, I didn't.
That's what they said.
It's a 50-50. Like,
we said,
get in the water, you're dead or you're alive.
Because he initially was like, that seems like the easiest thing in the world.
That's not what I said.
Yes, you
that
were
is
like
not what I
compared to
said.
jumping out of like going and doing like storm chasing. And I said, no, but it is dangerous. People die. It can be if you can drown. You can do all kinds of stuff.
I said if I had a life jacket on, I'm good. And the people in the chat were saying that doesn't do anything. You still go under. The water
if you
still
get
pulls
caught in like a current or something, that could happen.
I mean, there's inherent danger to everything. You get in a car. I think it's more dangerous to get in a car than it would be to go whitewater rafting with the proper guide.
Yeah,
and in the proper rapids per whatever you're.
He said coin flip if you make it. So So you went whitewater rafting. What about skydiving or chasing tornado?
I'd like to try skydiving.
See, I need to hang with him more. These two right here.
Wait, hold on.
Scared.
Hold on.
Go ahead and go.
Scared.
I brought up Operation Dumbo Drop as an example of I would have faith in the parachute because I've seen a Disney movie where they dropped an elephant out of a plane, so I think I'd be okay. They have parachutes for me. Yes, I would go. I would do skydiving.
But Dylan, you want no parts.
No.
So we can't go as a show.
No.
What if we did that thing to Dylan where we all go up there and then we're like, Dylan's just going to film it, and then at the last second we strap a parachute on and drag him out with us?
So Dylan is the type of person that would say, I would go, and we get all the way up there and they open the door to jump, and he'd say, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I can.
And then I'd have to push him off.
Reeser, you guys are going to be, I don't know if you're, working without a net today, but at 10:30, Paul Feinbaum joins you?
Every Thursday.
Yes.
Paul Feinbaum joins us at 10:30.
And so this week, we played his comments earlier where he went in pretty hardcore on Ohio State fans. And I'm excited to hear him say that with his full chest on your show. I'm looking forward to hearing what he has to say.
Well, I don't think he'll echo that same sentiment word for word, but we will ask him, Paul, do you really think that of us?
Yeah, I'd love to hear what he has to say.
Paul.
Now, you guys have a slightly bigger guest coming in before that because Cam Atkinson is getting honored tonight as he's going to retire a Blue Jacket. Very
He's
cool
going to
thing.
sign a one-day contract at around 11 o'clock this morning, and he'll be a Blue Jacket. He'll retire. They'll honor him tonight on the ice, and we will have him, 9:45.
So technically, if they sign him for a day, he could play today.
Yes.
You know what?
I tried.
Throw him out there.
If I was him, I'd try.
But throw him in at goalie. Just check that off the box, right? Give him the goalie gear. Let him get out there, see what happens.
If it wasn't the Colorado Avalanche, I'd say sure. But
do you
I don't want to do that to Cam.
Yeah, Tyvis, tell him about their team.
Oh my God, dude, this McKinnon guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
tell me more about this McKinnon man.
Listen, I watched one highlight.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan. I hate to say this. I'm a fan.
Many people are telling me that he's really good at hockey.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I wasn't familiar with his game until tonight.
Good luck. I mean, here's good news for you. Tonight at 7 o'clock, they will be playing at Nationwide Arena.
Well, then Baker.
I don't know if tickets are still available.
Baker tells me about this Kale guy, too.
Yeah.
Kale McCarr, pretty good.
Very good defenseman.
Little 1-2 punch they've got going on. Yeah.
I'm hoping that Nate McKinnon will make Tyvis stop talking about Mitch Marner.
Yeah,
that's my hope.
That would be great.
What I seen McKinnon do on this highlight, I've never seen Mitch do. So therefore, right now, he's ahead.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, go watch many would agree with you.
Go watch a guy named Connor McDavid.
Oh, I already know about him.
Also, Jody Shelley's going to be on at 11:30. We'll get a preview of tonight's Jackets Avalanche game, the actual 3 periods of hockey in and of itself. And then we'll do the emails, all of your emails, most of your emails at 10 o'clock.
There you go. Bishop and Friends.
A lot of emails.
they're always good, too. I know it usually bleeds over into other segments.
And we never give the email out of like where to go. People just find us.
They know how to do it. It's good. Bishop and Friends, 3 hours coming up next.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
So get this, NBA trading cards, obviously a big deal, big money in those. The one-of-one autographed rookie card is always highly sought after. Some guy named Cooper Flagg's rookie card will eventually fetch, I'm sure, thousands, if not millions of dollars.
That cold white boy.
They are putting on, the NBA has been convinced by Topps to do this. They are putting on a little patch for their debut game that says NBA debut for all the rookie cards, not just for Cooper Flagg, but all the rookies. And then what they're going to do is after their first game, they're going to cut that out of the jersey. They're going to put it in a card. It's one-of-one autographed. Could you imagine if you open up a pack of cards and you have the Cooper Flagg NBA debut, one-of-one patch, the only one that's people will pass out if they get that, but that literally could set you up for life if you find that card. It could be worth millions of dollars.
So you're going to start buying Topps cards?
Doesn't come out till 2026, but why not? Sorry, kids, the college fund is getting raided. We're going to find a way to make even more money with those cards. Bishop and Friends coming up next. We'll catch you tomorrow for a big Football Friday. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Checking in on a couple of spots throughout the metro, starting in our northwest area, Plain City, pretty slow moving, 33 in that eastbound direction, approaching that 270 intersection over by Dublin. A similar situation over on the west side, 70 at 270. A lot of people heading downtown this morning, really past 270 and 70, really over to 70 and 670 this morning, and still watching that crash, 71 northbound at Greenlawn Avenue this morning.